This is a commentary track for Star Trek First Contact, with Matt and Pat of Two Best Friends Play. The commentary begins on the main track of the DVD just before the Paramount Star logo fades in the view. Begin the movie after this countdown. 3, 2, 1, play. Hello everybody, and welcome to Star Trek First Contact. With me today is Matt and Pat from You Know What, so don't worry too much about that. And this is probably going to turn into a shit show real fast, but you know that I love Star Trek, and these guys love Star Trek.
I love Star Trek!
I like the idea of Star Trek. I don't like any of these movies.
No one likes the
I
movies.
really like First Contact.
But you
No
don't
one likes
actually.
Rick Berman.
I do.
It's the best one of the
it's
bunch.
very much the best one. That's an easy task.
What's that stuff? Was that the
That was
blue
blue gas that became the title, and now
What
Matt's going to cry his
What
ass
about
off.
this? What about these? Do you like is this the best one? Like how the blue fart guest comes in and informs Patrick Stewart? Isn't that good?
These titles are cool. I actually think Nemesis is the funnest in terms of the stupidest, like, dumb action movie, and it's an easy watch, you know?
I think.
I seen isn't it Generations that opens with the bottle spinning in space?
Yeah, and Generations also
telling
like
you that you should start drinking.
like there's some trash fires, and I think Insurrection is the trashiest of the fire, but Generations is number 2 right there.
Browns and beige.
Browns and beiges people. No, okay, let's put a. That's going to get out of control if we just start referencing that over and over and over again. You know, we're going to be resisting it, but it's going to come through one way or the other. Okay.
Hey, Plague, if ballistic weapons work against the Borg 100% of the time,
stop.
how come
we're not there yet.
How come they don't just
not
use
there
fucking
yet.
guns?
They should, but they're stupid, Pat. They're
They're
fucking
using
stupid.
energy
Everyone in
weapons
Star
that
Trek is
little
stupid.
fucking magic shields are blocking every time, and you hit a Borg with a stick, they just die.
See, it's fine to reference this now because you have time to, but when it actually comes down to it, then everyone will be like, oh.
Yeah, fucking everybody pay attention to the
Okay.
effectiveness of energy versus
Okay.
ballistic weapons.
Now, our prediction that this would turn into a shit show right away is already coming to fulfillment.
Okay, who's wearing
More like
pants?
a poop show.
Let me try to orchestrate.
Okay, go
this.
for it.
Okay, some little bit of trivia. Ridley Scott initially rejected being the director of this
Shut
film.
up.
He was given the option to. The director of Blade Runner and Gladiator said fuck no, and also Mick McTiernan, actually, Predator and Die Hard and Last Action Hero, also rejected the role. I guess he was still bathing in all the money he got from Last Action Hero, which I think was like a year.
Isn't
or two
this one
before
Jonathan
this.
Frakes or no?
Yes, this is Jonathan Frakes' very first directorial debut.
But he directed.
Our special baby grew
He
up.
directed shitloads of episodes.
Hey, look, there's
of
a
TNG.
directed by Jonathan Frakes.
He took time out of his busy schedule of playing Xanatos to direct this
would.
film.
Oh my god.
That's Picard.
Remember that shit?
Remember whenever the Borg were actually like intimidating because they didn't have a stupid queen?
Yes.
I never thought Borgs were intimidating, but the cube is always intimidating.
Well, I
That's
I guess the individual Borg was
yeah.
like, it's a zombie. But the Borg as a mass,
As an idea.
like not even a race, like they're just a fucking weird force.
I guess the concept of this is going to be you if you're not careful is also
Well, they're
scary.
just space
They're
zombies.
shit, though. Basically. Of course, the very first iteration of the Borg, they were space parasites.
Yeah.
Remember that episode? Where they blew that guy's
Matt, you
head up
remember
with a phaser?
where the fucking creepy slug bastards that they exploded? That was supposed to be the fucking Borg.
What do you mean?
Oh no, not the eye.
The episode, the fucking
Ow.
season finale of
so bad. That
the season
CG was
finale of
terrible.
fucking the first
Don't
season.
stop talking to me about
was
this
the
already.
fucking slug shits.
You gotta lean up to this shit. You
That
can't
was
just
supposed to
yell
be the
it.
fucking Borg, and then they turned them into
Hey,
robo-zombos.
someone explain to me now what's up with the uniforms.
They changed them because they look better.
Just for the movies, though.
Well, no, they also changed them in Deep Space Nine at a certain point.
It's true.
Oh no, it was a dream in a dream!
Oh, shit!
By the way, that's like a standard do not do this in writing. You know, like dark and stormy night, don't have your character wake up to an alarm clock. Do not have your character have a dream or an
Did you
illusion
say
within
don't
illusion.
let them wake up to an alarm clock?
Yes.
Yes, that's a standard writing thing because it's so overdone. People waking
I don't-
up to an alarm clock.
I don't like the little laptops because they're kind of like lame. But I do like when they have the little tablets, like the actual little iPads that they had, like, what, in 89?
Yeah.
When the show was made. Like, that was actually for, like, you got that
Hey,
right.
I know that fucking part of the space.
Yeah, that's
I
the
know that
Crab
part.
Nebula, right? I've
Yeah,
been
it's,
there.
It's fucking cool, man. No, it's a very famous space picture.
Famous space picture.
Yeah.
You know what
President
I'm talking
Crab
Yeah, they-
Nebula.
They took this picture in space, you know, that
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
So who looks the oldest?
Well, overall,
I kid you not, that's what I thought about first thing.
compared to each other, or like,
Compared to
probably
their TNG
Frakes.
Prime, like 1992, let's
Frakes
say.
did not age well.
I'm gonna say it's a tie. But wait, are we talking right now or in the film right now? Here.
In this film.
Watching this.
Okay,
this.
I'm
this
gonna
film.
say it's a tie between Frakes and McFadden.
Yes, I
McFadden?
would agree, sir.
Most of what's causing that for McFadden is that stupid dated hair. Oh, everyone's doing this now. That,
yeah!
Her hair really helps.
Remember how everyone used to do that back in like the mid 90s to late 90s? All the women just had to have blonde
Rachel.
hair.
It's Rachel cut.
Yeah.
It's like old lady trying to look young.
Like Gates McFadden looks better now.
Oh,
like
totally.
in Twitter pictures than she does in this movie.
I watched a horror movie with Marina Sirtis where she was...
Oh, so
she
like
was-
any movie?
Oh, she just fucking melted. She was like the Blob from X-Men.
Damn.
It's bad.
What about
Which
those
one was
titties,
that?
though?
Was that the one where she had her top off?
No, thank God. It was... Oh, God, I forget the name of it, but it was like... Knock Knock or Keeper.
No, hold on. Picard's doing his fucking stupid nerd shit.
Did you?
that's
Yeah.
rattling
Did you
his
know
fucking
that
house.
he's enlightened? He's an
Yeah.
enlightened man. He listens to classical, like
But
every
you-
other person in Star Trek.
But you know that right now in his head he's thinking about ATVs.
Yeah. Notice how no one ever. Oh yeah, is it bidet? No, yeah, it's fucking. Shut up, Riker. No one ever listens to Fred Durst in this fucking universe. No one listens to anything except for
no, the
classical.
Fred Durst library of symphonic works was destroyed in the war.
Thank
the
God.
War?
In the Warlord.
in the World War
During their Third World War.
with the drugs.
By the
But
way,
that's why-
I'll point out for anyone that doesn't know about Star Trek, there's a division in our timeline and their timeline, and it sort of happened in the 1950s whenever all the augments were invented, like Khan. And the real shit started to happen during World War III, which happened back in, like, 92.
Yeah.
That was a great time.
Well,
for
because
the
remember, there's
country.
that Deep Space Nine episode where they go back to the fucking mega projects after the economic collapse of the United States.
And it turns
Like-
out that Cisco was the
Okay.
black man all along.
Yeah.
He's talking about the unstable element, which, you know, he said we weren't going to reference Red Letter Media, but it's probably one of the most egregious things about this entire film. And that in TNG, they let Picard fucking command multiple missions against the Borg after he was
afterwards.
turned. And in this movie,
And he shows no visual.
no judgment.
He's like, I'm not freaking out. I'm not having PTSD over here.
Yeah.
Well, maybe afterwards, like after they got wind of the fact that he was crying in mud in his father's fields, beating up on his brother afterwards. They're like,
Oh,
maybe
yeah,
we
that's true. I
shouldn't let him
remember
do that.
Mm.
Maybe that's what it was.
Oh no, it's the Borgs.
I miss old Borg. First, there were the weird bug things. Then after that, whenever they were kind of first properly introduced,
The
they
bugs
actually
versus the
they
robots.
actually didn't even want humans. They didn't want to assimilate people. They just wanted their technology.
we were beneath them.
Yeah, they were just carving up the ship because they wanted to actually sample all the shit that we had.
We didn't
to
have
offer.
much to give.
No, and they vat grew babies. Remember that?
So, the most like, the Borg became less interesting every time we learned a new thing about them.
Every time.
Mm-hmm.
With the ultimate, like, I like this movie, but this movie, like, takes the final piece of the mystique away from the Borg by giving them a fucking idiot queen that fucks
Stupid
people.
That's so dumb. Data, don't you want my pussy? No. No, you want
Oh
it though.
shit!
But you're a
Pre-order
perfect
my
mate.
pussy now.
I gave you a weird
Hell
flesh
no.
stick.
Oh, Data emotional. Oh, smirk.
So if you
Smirk.
guys didn't see First Contact ever, fucking good luck following this shit,
Does
because we're
Data-
going to talk like
Does
mad
Data have
assholes.
an emotion chip in him right now? Or
No.
That's
Yes,
bullshit.
yes, he does,
Yeah.
but he can activate it and deactivate it.
Oh, God, I forgot.
No, why, how can he activate it when he wants?
Because he feels
can
like
just do
it.
that.
Even though he has no emotions,
But
how would he
that's
feel like it?
emotions.
No,
If you
shut
feel-
up.
Oh,
I
It's
forgot.
like popping a boner. He can do
Oh.
it whenever he wants to.
Yeah, because originally he
I
didn't
hate
want to
that
have
shit.
it because it made him crazy.
I
Look
hate
at the
that
Defiant's
episode.
flaming fucking nacelle. The
I hate
Defiant was
that
made
TNG
exclusively
episode where
to
that
fight
woman's
the
like, I'm
Borg.
gonna fuck Data for a few weeks.
Oh, yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
no, Matt, you have to do this right here.
What? Sorry.
Worf losing his mind with he has to kill himself.
Wait, is
What?
this prepare for ramming speed?
Yes. How could you forget?
I have to kill myself now, and you all have to go with me, you stupid fucks.
Even though it's not part of your religion at all.
This is a Klingon ship now, motherfuckers. And he's like, oh, I hate it.
Our weapons are slightly offline. Kill ourselves! Worf, please, no. God,
That's just
no.
like the Futurama episode where Bender spends the entire time saying abandoned ship when there's
Yes.
nothing wrong.
That's Worf. He needs honor. He wants it so bad.
He's
I can-
desperate.
If I can die hardcore like a hero, maybe I'll stop myself from blowing up that fake civilian ship in
Is it
DS9.
really that honorable to fly your tiny, like, sports car
With-
size ship into a Borg cube?
With multiple people inside.
Oh man! Like if he had like
They
a
won't even
huge
care.
nuke. Well, actually, I guess the engine's a nuke, but
Yeah. I've always long since fantasized about Worf being in a gladiatorial arena with a Klingon weapon and he's fighting the barrel.
I
The
just,
barrel. Like the... Like he's fucking, like, dodging
The
bulls?
barrel that slams onto his spinal cord.
Oh, the barrel. You have no honor, barrel. I will have my vengeance.
That barrel's so filled with
so
nothing.
I have this idea of like Worf like giving like, oh, we have to destroy it, and they ram the thing, and then you just get this long shot of like this just like fart of flame just popping off the side of the cube, and it doesn't damage it at all.
The cube
Okay.
has a sphere in it.
Yeah, as of now, that's the only time that's ever happened.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, if ramming a ship into a Borg cube is that effective, why don't they just make like a single like warp engine and just make it
ram
go to
ship.
warp into the ship?
Like, make a ship that has a super powerful engine, but it's just built for ramming. Why
Yeah,
not?
we've made though. They're called fire ships. Historically, they use them
yeah.
all the time.
And I have an actual explanation for that from the lore idiot if you want one.
Oh yeah, you go ahead and tell me that shit.
Okay, so warp power in one of these seasons of TNG was discovered to be deleterious to the effects of space-time.
Oh, is that
And
what the explanation
it
is
is
going to be?
it is it is environmentally damaging, and like blowing up warp cores all over
It's
for
a bad
funsies
idea.
would basically salt space
Well,
over time.
you can do it once. We
yeah,
can't
no,
destroy
totally,
the
I
Borg.
agree. But that would be the in-universe explanation.
Okay, let me point out how fucking stupid their plan is here.
Oh, it's fucking dumb.
Borg
Their
plan?
Borg plan to, if you can go back in time, isn't it the most advantageous power
Yes,
that
it is.
anyone
Who the
has
fuck is
ever
that?
had?
Fucking ensign next to Data that I
Okay,
recognize.
So that
He's
guy
nothing.
his actor is Neil McDonough. He played M. Bison in the Legend.
That's
Shut
it.
up.
In the Legend
He was
of
in
Chun-Li
fucking Band of
movie.
Brothers too. That's right. I
He's been in
remember.
a lot of bullshit.
And now he's gone, out of frame. He just vanished.
Oh, wow.
Oh, there he is.
Ah,
He's
he-
back again. He's
Now
fine.
he warped. He warped
He used his
quickly
Bison
to
powers.
sickbay.
All right. So I'm in a room of like-minded individuals. So let's do this because it's all going to be a bunch of bullshit for the next couple minutes. All right, the Borg can go back in time.
Yes.
they
How come
go
they
to
don't
Earth
go back in time? Yeah.
in the present and fight a huge war, and go back in time 30 feet farther than they were to some point that's important in human history.
Well, it's hard. It's very
why?
hard.
Why not? I don't
Go
know.
back in
Go to
time.
the 50s.
Go back, like, I
In
don't
your
know,
own backyard.
a million years into the past.
Or that too.
Before
Yeah, okay.
the idea of technology in the universe is farcical, and just slowly walk over and then
Okay,
just shoot a bunch of
no.
stupid monkeys.
I hate
How
all these
about-
people.
How about fuck Earth first thing? How about
Yeah.
this plan? Go back in time, give yourself in the past the technology you have now.
Yeah.
And then assimilate that. become better, then go back in time again and just keep doing it over and over again until you're a superpower.
Alternatively, time travel into the future a little bit and get the technology your society has.
I hate this stupid guy in his stupid little leather hat. Triple H
You
wears.
don't like his big rat coat?
I hate this guy. I hate this. That chick.
How
is
can
cool.
you hate Zephram Cochrane, man?
I hate Zephram Cochrane.
He invented everything.
He invented
He's
warp
a hero.
travel.
There's
The
a statue
fucking
of him.
Technological Jesus Christ of the Star Trek Society is a drunk old shitty man.
He invented
huge
warp drive in a
coward.
cave.
When fucking Jordi screams at him about how great he is, he fucking runs away and shits in the woods and hides for like 30% of the movie.
He literally turns and runs away from the future, Dookie flying out of his jeans. He's pathetic. This is your hero, everyone.
It'd be one thing if, like, history kind of painted him as, like, oh, I just kind of stumbled upon this technology and just kind of did it. But, like, everyone on the fucking Enterprise is like, you're the best, you're the greatest. Oh, I spent years reading books about how great you are, and it instantly scares him away. So by doing that, they could have fucked the future big.
Honestly, it's one of the biggest problems of this story. Is that okay? We just saw the Borg shoot a bunch of people, right?
Yeah,
they kill one person. The timeline is annihilated. Like the modern timeline for these guys is gone.
The butterfly effect is way stronger than that. Just being there, like the air moves around you. Done. Timeline is changed.
Mothra effect.
Yeah, but like the instant one of those guys got shot, like Picard, Worf, and Jordi should have just phased out of reality.
Yeah, exactly. Like Batista.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Picard puts up his hand and it starts to fade away because it turned out he committed incest with his mother in an alternate timeline.
Oh no, not again.
That's all it took. Just 4 quantum torpedoes.
Why is Borg energy green? Is it supposed to be, or is it just?
It's plasma based, and plasma's green in this universe.
Yeah, right. No, fuck me, I forgot.
I'm an ensign, and I'm 55 years old.
One day I'll get a promotion.
Poor Harry Kim. He was in his 60s.
Fuck Harry Kim.
He's still a ensign.
He's the only fucking character I can think of that never got a promotion ever.
Well, they didn't want him to get a promotion.
Yeah, fuck you, you fucking weirdo from the clone universe.
It's a shame that Janeway couldn't have gone back in time
Wasn't
with
he
him.
always an ensign?
He turned into a fucking space Jesus.
That's not a promotion in Starfleet.
Yeah, there's 3 versions of Harry Kim because of time travel, and he got a clone from an alternate version of himself that died.
We know. We've talked about
it fucking at length.
I love Tuvix, by the way.
I love Tuvix and how much of a fucking morally bankrupt piece of shit it shows.
Okay, let me
is.
point this. This has nothing to do with this movie, but fuck
Got it. Go.
But Voyager is a great example of the C team in the Federation.
Oh yeah,
because all the Enterprises get the best. They have the best captain, the best commander.
Super right.
They have everything they are the special
fair?
babies.
Shut up.
Now, Voyager is just a generic deep space science vessel. No one is on this thing. Just a bunch of C grade, I got a 60 in my fucking history class assholes. They're useless. So they go to this fucking quadrant. They're the representatives of the fucking Federation. And the first thing that happens, Tuvix shows up. Just fucking kill him. We're not going to think of a solution. Or, what's the other great example?
The fucking build weapons of mass destruction for the fucking Borg,
well,
man.
that too, yeah. So
they build a weapon
sucks.
of genocidal proportion for the most dangerous race ever.
Perhaps my favorite example is, remember how Picard has there's this amazing episode of TNG where he argues for the sanctity of Data's life as an individual.
Yeah, it's what make a man or something.
Yeah, and it's a very, very smart episode about them just arguing in court. How do you define life? How do you define a person?
It's the only standout episode of season 2, if I remember right.
Yeah, and compare that to, say, Voyager, where the Doctor has a similar crisis.
Very similar.
Where they're well, just reprogram him. Who cares?
Oh, that looks like shit.
And the Doctor's no.
Shit. Oh, man.
Yeah, it's fine. No, it's fine. It's great. It's a great part.
So
by the way, Data, these bullets do not affect Data at all.
Well, because he
Remember that
just
for
told
later.
Picard, he's like, "Nah, this is not going to really do anything. It's kind of embarrassing."
But anyways, to finish off that thought real fast, whenever the Doctor is presented with that, Janeway says, "No, fuck it. He's just a machine. Who cares?"
Yes.
Yeah.
Polarized completely. C-team.
I have some questions about Data's construction now that we're thinking about it.
Remember when he got shot by an arrow in the holodeck?
Yes, but not even that. In this movie, we establish many things. One of which is the Void of Borg not like getting shot by modern bullets. Also, by old bullets that are just lead, but they're actually just light. Okay,
Old
Data
shitty
has
post-World War III
no problem getting blown up by a fucking P-90, like a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what the fuck is Data made out of, and how come the Borgs are not made out of that?
Well,
How did Noonien Sung
Yeah, that was what I was
make
gonna
the
say.
absolute fucking best thing by a billion years?
Well, because he was completely isolated alone, so the Borg it's not like Data came off a factory. Yeah, he's like super unique.
Yeah, I guess if he probably would have made Data the best he could. Like he's going to survive a billion years
But,
because
like,
I'm great.
I guess what I mean is like Data was always my favorite character as a kid because I like the Tin Man thing. I love him a lot. But part of the reason I'm realizing is like Data is a fucking broken OP boss character. He's ridiculous. He can do everything. He's totally invincible.
he's like
the
he's a million times stronger than Worf.
The first
can
thing they
break
do
Worf's
when they
arm.
meet, he's like, "Oh, Worf, you're a bitch."
There's one time in the TNG, there's a Klingon general or something, and he tries to challenge Data to a fight while Data's working, and he headbutts him, and it just knocks the Klingon out, and Data just keeps working.
It's really embarrassing. If we played a Star Trek fighting game, Wooly would select Data.
Immediately.
He would.
No, he'd select Lore. Because Lore would actually be the final boss.
He would select green Data. He would select the one that has like a Borg outfit.
So in multiple episodes in TNG, whenever time travel is involved, like that fucking hustler guy is like, "Yeah, I'm from the super future and I'm here to catalog everything."
Episode. I love that episode and hate it.
Everyone is very, very careful. Like, "No, I don't want to know. You're right. It's very, here in Starfleet,
they
we're
show
very
a
precautious."
shocking amount of personal restraint in regards to time travel.
But in this,
Except for
they're
Picard
at the
in that
most
episode.
critical part of human technology, and they're fucking jumping around and having Data punching people out, and just,
Yeah, they're like,
what?
Picard's like got his hand down his pants, rubbing his junk, and then wiping it on the fucking rocket. No, I love it. It makes me part of history, Data. Yeah. This is what it means to be human.
Yeah, now in the history books, they'll say that the fucking Super Phoenix ship had Picard's ball smell all over it.
And then the Vulcans
tested
are like,
it.
"Ugh, we're out of here. We don't like this. First contact is over."
They go back to the future, and there's like a statue of Picard's balls next to Cochrane.
Not Picard, though.
No,
No,
not Picard.
just his balls. Because you can't make a statue out of the stink of his balls, just the balls.
They look a lot like his. No, you can create concrete representations of stink lines.
Yeah,
That's true. That's true. You're a smart man, Matt.
Some small filaments of like carbon fiber. Hold them up.
You
invisible.
can do anything. The only thing.
Yeah.
I forgot. This guy gets super fucked.
Well, he doesn't have a name. We've never seen him. What do you think's
Yeah,
going to happen
so-
to him? Hey, Shadow in the Dark? Are you a friend? Instead of like pressing his dumb comm badge and going, "Hey, there seems to be a monster down here with me that's going to fuck me in the ass," like, "I better go exploring."
I like how he shouts with his voice. Is there anyone else doing maintenance in this tube when he could actually fucking just press his tricorder
Or
and
ask the computer.
everyone. Or computer.
Hey, computer.
Computer, am I going to be murdered? Yes. Oh, I
Hey-
better skedaddle.
Hey, how about this? How about the computer runs a running scan to whether or not there are any fucking monsters on the ship?
If there's fucking gross monsters, the fucking computer should instantly know and
They'd
tell
be like,
everyone.
"Hey, did you know that Borg fucking transported onto the fucking ship like 2 seconds
Let me
ago?"
ask you something. They have like a huge security detail, right?
Oh,
How come
it's
there's not a
massive. It's like
how come there's
300
not a
people.
fucking security room where there's cameras pointed at literally every single
Well,
thing?
they don't
in
need
the
that
whole
because
ship?
every fucking molecule of fucking space is being
Well,
hit with a
obviously
million
not.
fields. Well, I know, man! It's fucking dumb!
And
Why don't they
Worf
have a
is-
button that they press every hour that makes phasers just come out of the walls and just shoot everything on the ship?
Hey, there's no one in that room, right? Great.
Just fucking wipe it clean.
They do that in fucking DS9. They have fucking phaser
sweeps,
bombs
yeah.
that blow up rooms.
Because
Well, no, they're like little scanners for the fucking shapeshifters because they hate being shot with
Let
lasers.
loose the phaser bombs. And this is the dumb explanation that takes longer than the distraction.
I think that's later. Well, slightly later.
It's soon.
Okay, so I want to point out that a lot of the stupidity of this is probably coming from Brennan Braga specifically.
Yeah.
Now, if you know anything about Star Trek, usually it's said that Star Trek was ruined by Rick Berman and Brennan Braga.
I have heard the Rick Berman, but not the Braga.
Okay, Rick Berman is the producer that came on. He was hand-selected by Roddenberry, actually, halfway through season 1. But the only thing he had worked on beforehand was a children's, show. I don't even think it was a cartoon show. Just some random... I had never heard of it in my life. And everyone hates Berman. They fucking hate him. Now, he became known as being... I went through and looked at, interviews from people about him. And they call him self-absorbed. They say that he doesn't understand what the world sci-fi is. He's obsessive about his own ideas. This doesn't look right because I think it's stupid, that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. He was referred to as a raging homophobe by the only gay writer on the show.
Oh, awesome! Bonus!
So, this is all great. And Nimoy himself didn't really get along with him. But he did say, I will give him this, without Berman to keep the show alive, there'd be no Berman to blame for the show's death. So the one thing he was good at was he kept that fucking show going, even though it was shit.
He would talk to the studio execs and just convince them hey, another season.
That was his job, to parlay between the creative team and the actual executives.
That's fine.
And Enterprise, that was all him and Braga, basically. If you go through and look at the writing credits, every episode is them.
You know, I'm really happy.
Hey, look, it's a fucking Voyager cameo. Everyone, look.
There are two.
I'm
in
really
this,
happy that
actually.
O'Brien isn't in this film. And they
O'Brien.
spend 30 minutes talking about O'Brien and Shigeru Miyamoto over there's fucking baby.
That's a different person.
Whatever. No, but it's
no, it's not.
There's so many TNG episodes where it's all about O'Brien.
This is longer than the
Keiko's a
thing.
fucking botanist. She doesn't. That's a different doctor.
Why is he distracting them again? They've already escaped.
Well, it'll slow them down
give
just
them
a little
more
bit.
time.
Okay, so he's in this from Voyager, and also the guy that plays Neelix is in this.
Hey, wait a second. Aren't you a fucking hologram? Aren't holograms super good at just murdering Borg super easily? Because you can pass through mass?
Shouldn't he be a million datas and just pass his arm through their skull and just go on a murderous holographic
We've already
rampage?
established that holographic projections can kill Borg.
Well, Crusher didn't tell. She said to distract them, not kill them. If she said kill them, maybe.
Why don't the
killed them.
guns just shoot holograms?
Where all these guns come from?
This is the gun room.
They have those. There are, in DS9, there's one that makes a holographic projectile.
Oh, there's that fucking
Borg.
shot from Plinkett Review of the fucking ensign in the back was like, I don't know about this.
He is my favorite. Okay, we can't get into that, but he is my favorite guy.
That's too much. There he is. That's the perfect shot.
Yes.
Oh man, I don't know about this, Picard.
Excuse me, sir.
Shit.
Worf, what did you get? Fucking dicked in the eye? What happened to you?
It's the barrels. They
Prepare
hit him
for
when he wasn't
ramming
looking.
Oh
Speed.
no!
Those are the purple space bazookas.
No, that's insurrection.
Okay, these are Sega Menacers then,
That's
at the
fine.
very least.
Look, our perfect, idyllic, peaceful society has the gun room.
Your stupid fucking society breaks apart real fast, I've noticed.
Everything about. I once watched a fucking hour-long video.
We don't
essay
need
on,
money unless
on the
we deal
way,
with
yeah,
any
no,
race.
on the fucking way that Star Trek tells us that they don't need money is
Yeah.
the most fucking ass-backward shit in the world. Because other races don't give a shit about the Starfleet
It's
utopia.
credits. They say credits,
Do
right?
they need fucking blacknum? No, what's the fucking
Platinum?
no?
Dilithium.
Credits?
They need the crystals and they need the latinum.
Oh,
Platinum.
yeah.
They
Gold
need
press
gold-plated
platinum.
latinum. Gold-pressed latinum. There you go.
I love how fucking Troy is given the most important job at all, holding down the fort.
She is pretty good at getting drunk, though. She's not good at acting drunk, though.
No.
Damn.
You'd think Miranda Sirtis would have more experience
that
being
stupid
completely
hat.
wasted.
No, it's gray hats. The future. That's what we're gonna be wearing in the future to cover our bald.
Maybe you're right.
Matt, if I ever see you wearing a hat like
Baldcast
that,
in here,
I'll
Jesus
put you
Christ.
down for you. It does really make him hateable, doesn't it? Such a stupid hat. Let me ask you something. This is post-World War III, which got done, I think, 10 years prior to this,
That's
at
right.
most. So how did they build a warp drive to go into outer space and meet Vulcans?
Because it's made, it's like a bockety piece of shit. It's made out of like spare parts and crap.
Yeah,
is
but
it
no,
not?
but like Matt, like
And it wiped out most of the population of the planet.
a warp drive is a very, very significant technological leap. You can't just make that out of bullshit.
No, I know it's not. But if any type of fiction says, "Oh, they made it out of spare parts and worked at it really hard," like that's all the reason I need to be like, okay, fine, I guess.
It wasn't even a joint effort. It was him. And he
the real
did it
reason
for money.
is that Zephram Cochrane is a fucking genius and he's the pinnacle of human innovation. This drunk asshole.
Okay, yeah, they take a lot of time to explore the nature of his personality as a drunk genius, but they explore more of the drunk and less of the genius in this film.
That's correct.
You don't get much of the genius.
Bouffant of hair. I missed her Elaine haircut.
I miss
like
whenever
this
she
hair.
was actually
I like this
Counselor
hair
Troy.
better than her fucking Bouffant
No,
hair.
it's Bouffant's fun.
I wish I really miss whenever she was actually Counselor Deanna Troy and not just Marina Sirtis in a Star Trek film.
Yeah. If you put your hand in the hair, can you get it out?
No.
What is that stupid stripe on Riker's jacket? What does that do?
I don't know.
It's a fucking cool guy, not Star Wars jacket.
It just lets people know that Riker's important.
That's the we don't need
Cochrane,
money
are you
stripe.
wearing my grandmother's fucking rug as a coat?
Maybe.
Look at this great acting from him here. He likes to party.
He does.
Look at him party.
And like no one's ever done.
Cue laugh track.
I love how fucking Riker is the person who should actually be in this scene drunk off
That
his
should
ass.
be having a good
and
time.
Marina Sirtis should be the one that comes in to yell at him. But fuck it.
By the way, can I ask
make
you,
it different.
do you like the Sovereign design here?
I think it's fine.
It's all right.
It's all right. Do you
I
like it
don't
better
have
than
any
the D?
strong favorites or hatreds in the design camp, honestly.
It's something I have to deal with a lot. Of course,
I'm
the whole
honestly
art
not that
thing.
big of a fan of like Terran design in the Star Trek universe.
It's not particularly great.
It's
There are some
fine.
that are fine. It is unique, though. I'll give them that.
What I
you
don't
can't
like
make something
is-
that looks like it and go.
What I
and say that
really
it's part
don't
of
like
another
is
universe.
whenever there's a fucking evil ship, particularly a
always
Terran
green.
evil ship. It's just I'll make it all sharp and shit. It's like fuck you.
Oh, you mean you don't like the scimitar, which is just
Yeah.
a giant array of knives?
Yes, that's right.
Look, they're sharp. They're evil.
I think the fucking Klingon birds of prey and all those they look fucking evil as shit, and they're not fucking sharp.
Oh, well, yeah, they're very... It's something to be said. As the series has gone on, the designs physically have gotten more and more exaggerated. To the point that now all the new Star Trek designs, like the Intrepid, the Voyager ship, in other words, the Sovereign, the ship they're on now, they're all kind of just the same thing visually. They're just a flat, flying spearhead. Data, maybe you should not be shitting your pants right now.
Hey, you know what? Maybe when you're like freaking the shit out, maybe you should turn your fucking chip off.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe we should actually have an officer that is not affected by emotions just for these instances.
Oh, look, he turned his fucking chip off. Look
Good.
at that.
See?
There are times that I envy you, Data.
You know what would be really useful for Data? If he could see what emotion the chip would be having right now and he could decide to turn it on or off based on that.
Like he's driving up to the emotion and he can see the signs.
Hey, Worf, I have a question. Why do you even have a gun? Why don't you just have your big fucking stupid sword that can't be used?
Nah, you can have the gun.
Don't you love
Why?
Klingon dumb swords? They call them swords, but they're just like, I don't know, like half of a hula hoop.
They're,
Like
mean
the
them.
least effective
Kira.
weapon ever.
hey, it's a weapon that if I swing it in a certain way, I'll just cut my own
Oh,
fucking
it's-
dick off.
It's the Klingon with the ring blade.
Like, how are you supposed to even use this clunky pile of garbage?
You know what's actually always driven me fucking crazy in scenes like this? It has nothing to do with Star Trek. But you see a light on top of the gun, right? But the scene is perfectly lit. Like, it's not dark at all. So
Well, they
what's the
need the
fucking
scene.
light doing?
It's very dark in the future. They have
Especially this
shitty
movie.
eyes because of all the inbreeding that happened after World War III.
Why would they not be considered a threat?
They're
fine.
holding weapons, and the Borg are invade. Like, that fucking shit about Borg behavior is nonsense. They should just see, oh, it's Picard. That guy fucks us all the time. Fucking kill that guy right now.
Oh, it's that fucking Jean-Luc again. Get him.
Because the movie would have been over.
It makes more sense if you view the Borg as just being basically like a virus or something. Like they just operate based on really rudimentary shit going on in their heads, and that's
I think at some point, I forget where the fuck it was, but it was implied that like the more Borg are in proximity, the smarter they become.
That's weird.
Because they had their linked intelligence like is exponential.
I guess.
They should be really stupid now then.
Yeah, because
there's two. Then engineering. Beep boop boop boop.
I always enjoy the little beep bop boops in Star Trek.
They're all not needed, but
it's a shame the new series is just going to look like JJ. Apparently.
Yeah, well,
that certainly doesn't date this video.
Yeah.
Oh, look, I have a tiny hand.
I wish it would look cool like this does.
I'm gonna get you with my tiny hand.
Oh, he finally got to do something. There you go,
See, look.
Worf. He gets to kill finally.
Look, Worf's hitting him with the gun was just as effective as shooting them.
Prepare for ramming speed.
Maybe he should just bite them.
Why is Data got just a phaser? Why can't he get a bazooka?
Why can't he get a stick?
Why doesn't Data just run forward, swinging his arms in a circular manner?
It's been established that Data can just punch them to death, no problem.
And if the Borgs constantly have the fucking rotating shield frequency, if you just punch them, it'll always solve the problem.
Yes.
I've had many issues with that plot device.
What?
The
Look at
rotating
him. He's
shield
doing it right
frequency.
now.
Okay,
He
so
did.
Why?
so here's the problem.
What's the problem now?
In Best of Both Worlds, they fucking shoot the Borg and then
He
they get
tried
the
and
rotating
failed.
shield frequency, right?
Yep.
Then the next time they encounter them, they're like, okay, so we have the guns randomly rotating between frequencies, so
Randomly.
right? So okay, it'll last a couple, right? And then we have this movie where the same thing happens, and then we have about 15 fucking Voyager episodes in which they shoot them twice or three times and then
Oh,
the
no.
fucking frequency. Like,
Data
why
is
do the
weak
Borg
now.
purge the frequency list for phasers every 2 weeks? How many fucking possible phaser frequencies could there possibly be?
I think
Well,
there's like a zillion.
if it works by they need to list like one of them, they just have to rotate between them or something.
Fair enough.
This was a cool addition. I like this.
Gross.
The little worm vampire tendril things got him.
Well, it establishes that you
Look
can
what a
get
good
all
person
fucked up
Picard is.
super fast.
Kill him quickly, Picard. There's no way he'll come back.
I'll save you, said the man who came back, by killing you.
So not only, so I remember thinking about this for a long time, and in my head I justified Picard because
Wait, is this
like
Larry? Is movie Picard Larry or
Yeah.
is TV show Picard
No,
Larry?
TV Picard is Larry.
okay. All right, so I used to justify this that like, oh, Picard didn't have the weird nano bullshit in him. He only had the implants, right?
That's bullshit.
So
Sure,
that's
why
why he
not?
can be like, oh, I get to come back, but nobody else gets to come back. But didn't 7 of 9 fucking exist on television by this point?
Well, Picard didn't know that series aired, so it's
Oh yeah, I guess he didn't.
you can't
in Voyager. In Voyager, there are literally there's an actual group called like the Coalition or something, the Borg whatever, that is nothing but people that came back after literally decades or even entire lives as adults being spent as Borg.
Well, you know, but I don't like the Borg.
Let's just shoot Ensign whatever. Who
I'll
cares?
just shoot him. Why would a Borg be using a fucking tricorder with his hands?
Picard, help me. Picard just goes over and just twists his head off with his bare hands.
Oh man, I forgot that the Borg recharge using these fucking Spencer Gifts fun bag.
yeah,
like
these fuckmatic beds.
Electrolyte fucking wall
like
gimmicks.
even like as trying to be a cool thing, it fails and looking
I remember
cool at all.
that particular piece of their bed failing visually back in like '92 or whatever the fuck it was. It looks super
I
dumb.
like failing visually ever since '92.
By the way, this is the introduction of the Borg Queen, like
Yeah.
the stupidest concept
Who
possibly
is this
in the history of
actress?
modern
She
Star Trek.
always seemed familiar to me, but I don't know who it is. I never bothered to look it up.
There's been, I think, 4 different actresses to play the Borg Queen.
Shut up. In what? In multiple What?
Voyager
Mainly
killed
Voyager,
a couple of
yeah.
them.
Man, they've dropped like
But
flies.
there's multiple. You mean?
Yes.
I thought you meant there was what? Like they used multiple actresses to play the same Borg character. You're fucking telling me there's been
technically they all
multiple
are.
Borg queens,
Yes.
like in story.
Yeah.
And even Picard addresses that later. He's like, "Oh, I remember you now that the plot calls for it."
Yeah.
And she's like,
Oh,
"Yeah,
I
I was
know
aboard
that.
the cube." It's like,
Okay.
"You're dead though," and
the
she
Borg-
does a bullshit thing of,
the
"Oh,
Borg-
you think
The
so?"
Borg Queen brings up many questions to my brain,
Mhm.
and it's about
I
the
don't like
collective.
this.
So the Borg
Oh,
Queen
no,
is
he's talking about the collective now.
the sum total. The Borg Queen is like the individual basis for the Borg collective, right?
Sure, why
Okay.
not?
So if they're in the past, what fucking Borg collective is she the queen of?
Maybe it's like share. It's like clan leaders. Maybe it's like more like a clan.
Also, the Borg,
Oh.
the Borg have shown themselves to absolutely fucking flip their shit when they get disconnected from the collective, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Doesn't that mean the instant they went back in time, they should have all suffered nervous breakdowns to the point of making themselves like mentally disabled?
I guess that's what the queen is for.
But she wasn't even
Yes.
there. They had to fucking transport. They needed to get a fucking human crewman off the fucking Enterprise and turn her into the queen.
I don't remember that. This is possible.
No, but think about it though. The
Okay,
fucking one Borg they send over, that is not the queen. It's like
so
the
there-
alien queen problem. Where did it
No.
come from?
There's a future queen, and then there's a past queen, right? There's like one that killed at Wolf 359 or whatever,
Yeah.
and there's the
Yeah.
one here. So
Yeah.
the one at Wolf 359, let's call her Larry.
Yeah, Larry the Borg queen.
Larry the Borg Queen. She died, but it didn't matter because they're all actually the same queen. So if you
Yeah,
make
it's
a
all
new
the
Yeah,
same.
one,
They
no,
just
that's
they
great.
just transfer the
Just
consciousness
mash
to a
them
new
all
body.
together.
yeah.
to
So
make an
Larry,
omni-queen.
Larry
That's
went
what
into
Locutus wanted to do.
yeah. Locutus was
Mash all
best
these
friends with
queens
Larry.
together.
Larry from Larry the Picard in Star Trek TNG,
Okay.
who was friends with Larry the Queen.
You
in
know what's
TNG.
fucking weird is that in any Star Trek universe, in any series, I can't imagine the name Larry even existing.
Well, they
no
purged
one would
that.
be called Larry.
Whenever they got rid of the economy, they also got rid of Larry's.
They already got rid of any lame names that didn't make you cool.
They had
Hey,
to make up
listen,
new ones too.
Zephram Cochrane, because we fucked the timeline up, we're gonna fix it by fucking it up super bad by telling you about the future.
I love their logic of the only thing we need to do is just get this pile of fucking bolts and shit up into outer space.
The fact that we tell him all this detail about the future isn't gonna matter after we leave.
Isn't the Enterprise so powerful that it could just like make a holographic ship in space to fool the Vulcans because past Vulcans are fucking stupid? Wouldn't that have been enough?
Yes.
Maybe.
Can I point out how humans went from like this, like just wiping feces on rockets and making hooting noises,
That's
to
correct.
being the most powerful fucking race that could bring down the ancient Borg in like 2 years, in the span of what, like 200 years of space travel? Yet the Vulcans and the Klingons and the Romulans, who've been swarming around space for like eons now, have comparable technology to what you see right now.
I actually have a relatively good answer for that.
I could
all
bullshit
those
one.
societies are exceedingly conservative and ritualistic.
Also, I guess
They all hit certain levels of technology and kind of were like, we're the shit.
there is a sort of a with technology. There's like a point where you reach certain thresholds where you can't get past it for a while.
Yeah.
Sort of like our processors. We can't make those too much smaller than we are.
And
making
with
them right
man,
now.
I forgot how cool that looked. And with
Oh,
humans,
Aeon Flux
it's-
is here.
It's supposed to be like, man, the human drive for innovation is desperate, and we push super hard.
Yeah.
And that's why Q shits his pants, because humans are the most important race in all
Q
of
loves
space-time.
humans. He
They're
got
great.
super mad when Picard said
Well,
that
this
they were
Predator
turning into
shit.
gods.
I wish.
This predator shit.
What, okay, why are their lights doing that? Are they really just looking everywhere?
Yeah.
They gotta look for everything at all times.
They're extremely aware of their environment. I like how many Borg were even on this ship initially? Like
Like
none?
One.
5?
Tops.
There's apparently a Borg Queen and like 2 guys. Let's also call them Larry. So
Oh,
just
look,
the
his,
team of
his
Larry's
shirt
is taking
zipped
over
down
half
a
the
little
ship.
bit.
Ooh, that's some sexy
That's how
Star
you know
Trek.
he's stressed
no,
out.
you know what? I think it's because the environmental controls are damaged, so everything's nice, hot, and humid.
Okay,
and
no,
sticky.
for real though, why are the Jeffries tubes so much smaller in the movies than they are in the show?
So remember this room?
Because Jeffrey
Yeah.
got smaller.
This is
That's
one of
why.
my favorite fucking rooms and moments in all of fucking Star
The
Trek.
one that serves no purpose whatsoever.
That's right, this fucking room. This room so you can take a shit out into space and hopefully don't get your guts torn out.
The one that has like no door and its only
Yeah.
entrance is this
It
one
has
Jeffrey's
one
tube.
window.
Yeah, it's got a big fucking hole to dump your ex out of, and then you crawl in the Jeffries tube, and then Jordy's fucking making it with a hologram, and the other lady's like there, and she's like, I don't like
You're
this
throwing
Jordy.
in a bunch of different shit, but that's fine.
Oh, look! Let
It's
me touch
Earth.
the glass!
No,
like how-
you mean the transparent aluminum?
Okay, so this thing must be on the saucer, and it must be on one of the lower decks since they're face down towards the
It has
planet.
to be. Yeah.
Has to be 100%.
I like how the only thing that we can see so far in this room that has any use other than these pipes, random pipes, is a single little console on the side
Command
wall.
console. Yeah.
Yeah, but the console is to open up the hole.
That's
I
its only
think this
function.
was a room designed that if you have someone from the past that doesn't understand anything,
This
you
is the
bring them
past
in
room.
here for a plot dump.
This is the dump room for plots. Larry, we're going to give you command of the Enterprise. Anytime that you find like a black lady from the past, you need to take her to this room.
This is the room for them.
Yeah, it's a black lady dump room.
You dumped the black lady? No, don't say it like that.
No, that's oh man.
Damn
We gotta write these fucking sheets very carefully.
Okay, I'm struggling to remember.
Look,
how
there's no
they
door.
get- No,
It's just
shut
the
up.
tube.
Oh, just Jeffrey's tubes, man.
I'm
What if he just
struggling
like
to
shoved
remember
her through the hole?
How or why they go to the holodeck to do the 1950s gangster thing where fucking Picard's shooting like 5,000 people.
And he's
I forgot.
he's got old faithless or whatever the fuck it
Yeah,
is.
he's got old painless. He's got old painless from Predator.
Why would you ever make a big weird hole like this that was sealed by a fucking force field? What if the force field just stopped working for like 1 millisecond?
No,
Wouldn't
that's
that-
never happened, Pat.
Wouldn't that
on Star
blow
Trek.
Picard out halfway and then cut him in half when the fucking force field went up?
The power's never ever gone out on a starship before.
Not fully.
I like how they had an explanation for that in the old series, in that it was transparent aluminum, which actually is like a thing technically that actually
This
does
is
exist.
like the one thing that's kind of pretty cool.
It's also kind of stupid. It's like
Yeah.
both.
Data boing.
Like what? Why is she not always in that? And why are her like not
'Cause
not
it's-
tits? How come her not tits are saggy
The
and
reason
nasty?
why she's not always in that plague is very easy, is because it's a cool visual. So they wanted to show
I-
it off.
so-
So what do they
this-
take her to like the ball pit and she just rolls around in there?
No, this is straight up the scene that makes me think that is a person that they fucking transformed into the Borg
It
Queen
could
on the
be.
Enterprise.
I'll believe that.
And they're literally assembling the new Queen.
I'll believe that.
What? So is the queen? Wait. Is the queen like mostly inside of the saggy tit suit then? Yeah. How
Yes.
come she was talking before she even got in there?
No. Because you here's what you do. You fucking put the fucking brain thing. You know the telelink that hooks you up into the collective, right?
Sure.
You jam that into somebody and you're like, you're the queen now. Then the brain stuff happens and she got all the fucking tubes in the back, right? And then you're done. And then you make her a fucking body that you can throw her torso into.
You
and
forgot
then you got
the
a
part where
queen.
you cut off her head, but you
Yeah.
leave some of the neck, so
Yeah.
that she has
Just
like
a
a
little
sexy
bit.
line down there.
So that it's a cool visual.
Yeah. We gotta have the head and the spine.
I mean, that's right. That's like
That's the reason why.
filmmaking reason. It's 100% so you can get the fucking spine shot. But
She's so stupid, and like the thing is like biting down at her skin and pulling her skin. It's
No,
so
whatever.
dumb.
You're just a hater.
Why she gotta look like that?
She's nice and moist. That's what Borg Queen should look like.
She looks like she just slid out the womb.
No
Well,
one,
yeah,
knew,
'cause
no
we
one
just-
knew she was
because
there.
we just saw her get born, man.
She's like the placenta of the Borg. It's
Even
not
here's
great.
no
I
one
don't
to be
like it.
scared. It's
I hate
fun.
her. Matt, I hate her.
I know.
What are you saying that this fucking like impossible zombie fucking death robo force having a fucking sex queen is ruining it for you?
You never
Okay.
needed sex queen Larry in this fucking movie.
All right, I gotta talk shit about this very
She's
specific.
bad.
Oh yeah, I want to hear this.
She's
All
a
right.
bad queen to take in with the eyes.
I hate it. I hate it big whenever they show inside Data and he's just a bunch of fucking Christmas lights.
Oh, let's blow up. Yeah.
It's
Does that
always
fucking turn
just
your shit on?
He's always a Christmas tree inside.
Well, you
And
gotta
I know
know.
it's hard to visualize what like a super advanced android would look like, but he doesn't look like a fucking Ohio family's Christmas tree.
Well, it's at least they didn't open him up and it just isn't like beep bop boop 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 beep boop boop. Like that shit too.
Well, I actually like. There's one part where his head gets pulled off, and it's just this fucking mountain of fiber optics inside him.
Yeah.
like his guts is just like pounds and pounds of fiber
Oh,
optics.
you mean that time that a redneck hit his face off with a fucking shovel?
Yeah, I do fucking mean that time. That was a
Yeah.
good moment.
That time
I
he
like
infected
Face
the
Off.
entire population of a planet with radiation AIDS
Oh,
because
man.
he's an idiot.
He didn't know. It's not his fault.
He thought he was a
Everyone-
Yeti.
Everyone's vest or shirt's always unbuttoned now.
Yeah, man.
That's really inappropriate for a Federation captain.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck. I'm in a timeline that automatic doors don't exist.
How do I get to where I need to go?
Yeah, it must seem like magic to your tiny primate brain. Doors that open on their own.
They would have
Those
that.
haven't existed in human society for centuries.
Blinking lights. What is this magic? What is this warlock that is
Lights
taking me
don't
aboard
blink.
his fucking
Lights are
orc ship?
consistent.
Yeah, listen to Picard bullshit about how wealth is no longer important.
I like how he bullshits like he's making it
Oh,
up.
if the acquisition of wealth is so fucking pointless, then how come your family gets to own a fucking vineyard and like 80 million acres in fucking
Okay,
yeah.
idyllic France, motherfucker?
Let me ask you something. What about the guy that decides one day, I'm going to use the replicator to make like 1 million cars and stack them on top of each other or some stupid shit?
No, you can't use the replicator.
Okay,
well,
so there's
doesn't
no
that mean
freedom.
replicator privileges are a form of fucking wealth?
Yeah, are there like resources for the fucking replicators? Then that's
Everyone
money.
Everyone can get a replicator, but if you don't want one, you don't gotta have one. Like
But-
the vineyard in France, they don't have a replicator because it's fucking stupid
But-
families. Like,
but-
no, that
how come
shit's terrible.
How come Earth is not just a sea piling up of like blow up dolls because
But
people won't
also,
stop
like,
making them?
replicators need fucking fuel. They use deuterium crystals. That makes deuterium crystals a form of fucking wealth. Now, whether or not that's centralized or not, that's not fucking important to the
Okay.
economy. Like, they have money.
All
Who
right,
decides
so I don't know
who
what
gets
you
to be
want
a
me to do.
captain?
Do you want me to fly you guys to Gene Roddenberry's grave? So you can
Yes!
shake his
Yes,
skeleton?
we do.
It won't be hard to find. He'll be spinning in it, knocking in the fucking sides.
You just want to fucking grab him, and yell like, "I don't care! I don't like your idyllic world. That makes no sense."
So
Well,
wait, so fucking
Gene was an
Cisco's
idealist.
dad runs a fucking restaurant that people show up to and
You
don't
need
pay?
money.
He just makes them food for free for no reason. When
All
they
day.
have replicators, they can make the same dish for no reason.
No, replicated food sucks.
Yeah. That's always the reason.
By the way, this is Neelix right here. This dude.
Oh, is
okay,
it?
yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
How you like her holographic titties? Because she didn't fucking take off her shirt.
They're quite shapely. We've been watching this, but my eyes haven't really looked away for like the last 5 minutes. I still
Okay,
don't
this is
understand why
the
they're
moment
here.
that instead of being kind of confused, she should have a fucking nervous breakdown.
Okay, why is Picard bothering to dance? Try to look natural. What are the Borg going in? Look for the one that looks like they're afraid.
They
You think
are
the Borg
doing
are really
that.
having higher thoughts like that?
They're scanning people, so it assumes that they don't know what fucking Locutus looks like.
They don't know what a hologram is. They're
Even
dumb
though he's the
space
most
zombies.
important person ever exists in their
ever
fucking
in
bug
Borg
society.
lore. In all the Borg Bible, Locutus is at the fucking top.
What, First
Hey, wait a
Corinthians?
second.
Fucking Borg?
Wait a second.
What?
How come the Borg Queen gets to be a weird sex Larry, but Locutus the Larry one is a fucking weirdo Borg emotionless fuck? And he's supposed to have sex with her? But he's all weird.
Yeah, she wanted an equal. She found out his name was Larry,
honor
too.
class, the sex Larry.
Because there's a fucking 2-second flashback to Locutus and the Borg Queen kind of fucking making out or whatever.
A little
And
bit.
she's all like, I'm a sex queen.
Hey.
And he's like, I'm a robot, I guess, or whatever.
Hey, look, it's Jimmy the Nose.
That actor from everything.
Yeah, he's a well-known guy.
How does he breathe out of that?
He doesn't. He
He's
breathes through his
he's
mouth.
a mouth breather.
He's a mouth breather, man. Why would the Borg even decide to push that guy? Why not just walk right through him?
Well,
And I
they're
don't even
mean.
mean like through the hologram. I mean like just push him over. Aren't they super strong?
Well,
Makes me
that Borg was assimilated from Dave Chappelle, you see.
My Tommy gun, old painless.
It'd be great if other Federation officers, just like Predators, started just jumping out of the fucking woodworks, joining in.
Yeah, why not?
I guess you know what? I guess the Voyager writing team did understand
scream?
some of our complaints about like holographic weapons because they have that god awful storyline where holograms become this horrible, deadly super force.
Okay.
They made a race of holograms that exist to murder.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I think it's really fucked up that any character in any Star Trek story ever stops Picard from brutally finishing off an enemy with the butt of a Tommy gun.
That really seems like something Picard would do.
should be
too.
the one to stop
Picard, no, we can go ATV writing.
Let me ask you, if she didn't stop him, what was he going to do? Spend the next
smash
5
his
minutes
face.
He was gonna smash his face over and over and over and over
with the butt of a gun, just like
That's
slam.
right.
Was he gonna like pick up the corpse of Ensign Lich? That was one of his guys too, Ensign
Yeah,
Lich.
he doesn't care. It's not him anymore.
Is he
Yeah,
just
no,
gonna
it's not
pick him
my
up by
fault.
the neck and just like start slamming him on the corner of a table? Just
Yeah, and then he's
screaming?
gonna bend him over and start having sex with the dead body. What was the
You
complicated
don't have
part
time
here?
to think about these
Oh, hold on. Let me fucking rebuild my shanty town out of sheet metal next to the fucking warp drive.
No,
It's
but
fine.
what I still think it's like they didn't really know what they had with the warp drive. They're like, hey, it might work, it might
Barclay,
not.
how are
it's
you
a piece of
still
shit.
there?
Who knows? I might be a big idiot. Let's just keep living in this weird shanty town. And then if it actually works, they're like, holy shit, I am cool.
Okay, let me ask you something here.
Ask what?
Every warp engine, except for like Romulans that use like a singularity,
That's right.
run on dilithium.
That's correct.
Yes.
Okay, what is this fucking rocket ship that goes warp zero?
Oil, gas.
It's using bullshit that they stopped using because it's incredibly power inefficient.
What do they put
That's
like
not
dead
important
raccoons in
anymore.
this thing? What do they have access to? Do
They
they put
found
like
some.
let's put all the guns that
it's
we want to
fucking
use in the future in
Barclay's
here.
jizz. That's what they're fucking using. It's
Yeah.
super powered and it's all over the
Fill up
holodeck.
tanks there.
Nice generic copper coil you picked up at Lowe's, Barclay. Did you
God,
enjoy
I
being a
forg-
genius for one episode? You
Okay,
fuck.
so do you think like LeVar Burton was like, "Fuck you, I'm not wearing this anymore"?
I
and
think
why
that's
they changed
exactly
it?
what happened.
It better really that's a good decision because like his best quality is his eyes. He's very emotive.
Yeah,
so
totally.
it was super weird that for all those seasons, his best quality as an actor they cover up. Genius.
And I bet you like it sweated and like he had like marks
And
on
it was
and
it was a
annoying.
fucking hair clip from a YMCA someone found. That's all it is.
I hate that hat.
That's a past hat. Let's call it Larry.
Sex Larry.
You know it smells too. Like he takes that thing. It's
yeah,
just like
no,
covered in
it's
sweat
super
and
sweet.
oil.
Because look at where they are. So now Jordy's telling him how awesome he is and how big his fucking penis is, and this guy's gonna run off because he's like,
He
"Oh, I
even
didn't know."
says, "I shouldn't tell you this."
"Yeah."
And then
I
he
shouldn't tell you
then he
this.
finds him and he's shitting and pissing all over himself and going, "I don't want to be a statue."
He is literally drunk in the woods, crying in a corner after being shot in the back because he was pooping and peeing down his pants because he was afraid of being a legend.
It's really goofy, but LeVar Burton's voice in TNG, I don't know if it's a factor of the cameras or whatever the fuck they use, but in TNG versus the films, he doesn't sound nearly as much at like Reading Rainbow LeVar Burton. But right now, he sounds exactly like Reading
Well, because
Rainbow.
he's doing a big dumb speech, but you're right, I guess.
I guess he has Marina Sirtis syndrome, where they just stop acting because they
Yeah.
got too comfortable. Matt,
But
you
don't
remember?
take my word for it. But then,
Remember how whenever we were doing the Conan commentary, I said
Yeah.
that what's his name? Darth Vader.
the director,
No, God, what's his name?
the author,
Brain
of
no work
Conan?
good. No, the voice actor for Darth Vader.
Oh,
James Earl Jones.
Yeah, James
Jones. Yeah.
Brain no work good. But James Earl Jones said that you can't enjoy yourself whenever you're playing a villain, that sort of thing. Because if you do that, it's a disservice to the character. And she meets Worf. She's like, oh, okay, whatever. And it's sort of the same thing goes along with any form of acting. You can't enjoy yourself too much on set And that's kind of one of the problems that the movies had eventually, where they stopped actually playing the parts and just started being themselves and having fun.
Right. Yeah, I agree. Look at that piece of shit.
I like how she
Worf?
No, well, yeah, he's not great. But that fucking piece of light bright that Picard had in his hand.
Yeah, this is a really weird era for Star Trek where the production was just high enough, but the designs were just old enough that it's like, is that just a bunch of fucking LEDs you stapled to a bunch of battleships?
Yeah, it's just battleship he's holding.
That's what most of them are usually.
He's just holding a Tiger LCD handheld game.
Especially in any of the
LEDs,
TV
I think,
shows. It's usually just some shit that they found that they do that in DS9. I remember watching some tracks on that where they're just saying, yeah, this is something I just found at a yard sale and we painted and we turned it into a gun. We're idiots.
Fucking dope.
Great. I appreciate the honesty.
I know they have to scan for Cochrane because he's running away with Dookie flying out of his shirt.
Why is it in his shirt?
Yeah, why is it on his shirt, man?
He's running so fast.
This is
He's
the part
getting
of
drunk.
Red Letter Media where I can't stand it, where he zoomed in super close into this fucker just jacking, and then looks right at Riker. His mind would fucking explode if he did that. He'd be looking inside Riker's brain molecules.
Inside his fucking soul. Oh, I don't like what I see in here, Riker.
You remember the TNG episode?
Trombones and fucking bitches in there.
You remember a season 1 episode where they actually see through Jordi's eyes for a bit?
Yeah, and everyone's like, "This is bullshit. I can't handle this."
How come they can't give him regular vision? Is it this plug a fucking Polaroid up to his goddamn
I think
nerves?
at some point in one of the earliest episodes, he's like, "Oh, they could regenerate my eyes, but I'd lose all my superpowers, so I keep it."
I hate that shit.
No, it's
That's
fine.
so
Shut up.
stupid. They have fucking gene therapy in their future. Oh no, we might make Khan again or whatever. But it's can't you just fix this baby that's gonna be born without limbs? Can't you fix the kid that's gonna be born without eyes? No, that would be immoral. He might grow up to want to make money.
It costs too much money to fix it.
See, we can tell they're outside in space because the shots are upside down. We wouldn't be able to tell.
Yeah.
It's a good thing they did that, or I'd be scratching my thick monkey skull wondering what was going on.
Shoveling popcorn into your pig.
Oh, that shot looks really good.
Look, it's fucking Picard, Worf, and Ensign Ricky built to die out here.
Wait, is that Bison again, though?
Yeah, it's Bison. It's fucking
okay, Bison, he's probably not going to make it.
Look at that piece of shit.
This is your new skin, Data. Oh, thanks. It's fucking super glued hobby craft crap that they put on his fucking bolts.
Hey, look, Data, we made you way weaker. Way weaker physically. Aren't you excited?
The crux of them tempting Data isn't it hot how we're doing this? Don't you get a big cummy in your pants from me blowing on your fucking hair?
I like that little Borg guy has a hand that they didn't bother to fucking paint, but painted his face.
Yeah.
I hate her.
Why?
She's awful.
You like her.
She's terrible. She's so fucking smooth and slick. It's gross.
I don't believe you.
Okay.
She's just covered in woolly oil at all times.
So
you're right. Well, he does have that oil sometimes.
So
He's really nervous.
I believe helps him on the slip and slide.
We're talking way over it, but I believe in this speech she even goes on to explain how the Borg see Data as near godlike, as possibly the most perfect thing to ever exist.
Then stop using meat, you idiot Borg.
Because they're way into technological perfection, right? So their solution to that is instead of taking him the fuck apart right now and becoming massive badasses, is why don't we staple a bunch of weak flesh to him so he's shit like us?
I like Data's plan of backhanding a single Borg. Oh, nice move, Data. Oh no, all the
So yes,
the
this
FX
is what I was
sparks.
talking about before. We've established that Data is incredibly physically able. To
except for whenever you
absurd
cut his
degrees.
skin.
And then they just put the bullshit on, they cut it. Maybe that's why, because they thought he would go nuts.
Like all the Borg.
Oh, I guess I'm a fucking bitch now.
Yeah, that's all
Never
it took.
scraped my knee.
This is something I never really liked about Data, is that whenever he got emotions, whether it's in the show or the movie, he turned into like the most insufferable asshole character
Well, it's
ever.
because he can't handle it. He's new at it. It's like a child.
Yeah,
You know,
and
person's
children are
body given-
awful. We've been over
you're
this.
right.
Children are the worst creatures to have ever existed.
What about puppies and kittens? Are those children?
No,
Okay, good.
they're
Well,
obviously
better
not
than
children.
Good.
Children are like dinosaurs with feathers.
Oh, just the
People
worst.
think they're cute, but they're worse. Yes.
The Borg Queen played Christabella in the Silent Hill movie.
Oh my god, she super did.
Which
She's
one
playing
was
the
that?
exact same character
yeah,
too.
yeah.
Is that the one that got her skin tore off? Is that where
Oh, she got
her
no,
skin
but
now?
she got super fucked up at the end of that
Yeah,
movie.
she did.
Oh, is that the one
Yeah.
where it went up her cooter and blasted her
yeah,
open
yeah.
because
she
of the
got cut
barbed
in
wire?
half. Yeah.
Right.
Big cooter
How-
slicers.
maybe that's why she looks this way now.
Yeah, because in the future, you know.
Maybe that's why all the Borg Queen need to be women at first, so that the barbed wire has somewhere to go. Now she's
Why
tempting
would
Data.
why would
scared.
the Borg Queen even have a distinguishable gender? Why wouldn't the Borg hive mind leader even have a
Look at her
recognizable human shape? Why is
Look
it
at
just
her.
not a blob of flesh with a tube going
Well,
into it?
Look at the
because-
back of her head. I hate it.
Because it's like they need someone to emote and then talk
Oh.
and be a villain. And with the whole like hive mind mentality of like, you know, a bee colony with a queen.
Her
It's
head,
just-
back of her head is like a xenomorph egg.
Yeah, totally.
It's just a very simple sort of
And then Data, who's been
interpretation.
around humans all his whole life, is like, oh, this fucking disgusting slimy torso is the hottest thing I've ever seen.
Well, Data doesn't know any better.
Shouldn't he just access his memories? He has perfect memory. Can't he
Where's
just
Spot?
access? He doesn't
Spot's
care about
fine.
Is Spot okay? Who's
Yeah,
taking
Spot's
care
fine.
of Spot while
Spot
Spot's
Data's
in
is
the
changing
safe
his
part of the
gender
ship.
for the
well,
15th
Data's on
time.
this sex venture.
He's in the safe part of the ship.
It is so dumb that the temptation for Data is sex from
Yeah.
the Borg,
Yeah.
the
From this-
sexless Larry
This
Borg.
weird slime
Okay,
monster.
when is the point where Data like goes along with the plan, but is actually secretly with?
Like about 15 minutes from now.
Whenever the
15
plot
minutes now?
calls
Yeah.
for it.
When-
so
when-
don't
yeah,
worry.
okay.
The next time he shows up and he's with the plan, his hair's a little messy, and that's how you know he's evil.
I like that Riker
No, he's
shoots
not
Cochrane
evil.
in the back. What a
He's
hero.
fake evil. Well, yeah.
What is Cochrane's plan? I'll just
Oh,
run
yeah?
away super hard?
Yeah, come
That
on.
would be my plan. Oh
Oh,
fuck!
oh, shoot him, shoot him, shoot him, shoot him.
You
Shoot
can't
him
make
dead.
me make history.
No, shoot him.
He's not important.
He should just turn around and run right now in mid-conversation.
Yeah,
I don't want to be a statue. I hate
I'd
him.
laugh.
Shoot him, shoot him, shoot him. Do it,
Shoot
do
him
it, do
in
it,
the
do it, do it,
back.
do it, do it, do it. Ah!
That would fucking. By
It-
shooting him there, Jordy's head should have exploded.
You know, it's quite a coincidence and very fortuitous for Riker that Cochrane just so happened to jump in that direction as he shot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is funny.
It's almost like he was doing like a movie stunt, a bad movie stunt at that time.
Why did
Just
they
like
have
a
people
goof.
jump at the same time? As
Hey,
an
Jordi,
explosion?
isn't your dereliction of duty telling him about the statue the biggest fucking unbelievable violation of every fucking influence of Starfleet and Prime Directive and everything
Jordy would
ever?
have gotten court-martialed in any
Shouldn't I
way.
execute you right here, right now for
Execute you.
for fucking up the time? Because they go into something later where like the time traveling dickheads from the future, they have a temporal Prime Directive,
Oh,
which makes
Don't
sense.
talk about the temporal prime.
No, but
directive
that's
assholes.
fine, right? As a general rule.
Where were they?
No, shut
The
up.
temporal police from the Voyager that have a literal ship that they sail around in the time stream looking for things that change, and they're like, nah. Not
Where
this
were
time.
they during that same series
God.
during Year of Hell?
that's such a fruitless endeavor.
Time travel is. Let me bitch about time travel real fast.
Go.
Time travel in any fictional environment. There's a great example of this in TNG. Q takes Picard back to the past to relive his before he
Yeah,
got
his
stabbed in the
past.
back
Yeah,
by
yeah,
an
that's
Nalskin.
one of my favorite episodes.
Yeah,
I love
because
Got
he
his
wa-
asshole stabbed.
He
or
wouldn't
whatever.
play dumb shot human. He wouldn't do
Human.
that. So, and the whole point of that episode was if Picard had the chance to be another person, he wouldn't, because he would rather die as the man that he is. That's
Yeah.
what that is
fine.
about. That is a good example of using time travel as a narrative device. What you don't want to do.
Here's the what if.
Yeah, you don't want to have a whole episode devoted to just time travel. Like we're just gonna Brennan
Oh,
Braga.
God.
TNG has so many episodes devoted to just time travel.
That looks great.
All right, here's where we've completely fucked up the timeline by having a Borg floating in space with all this fucking super advanced technology in
He
it.
probably burned up.
He's
Besides,
not aimed towards the Earth.
No, he's dead. Shut up.
besides
There's
the
no
Borg
way
were in
they'll ever
Enterprise.
find him.
Remember that? How they discovered the Borg?
Shut your fucking
I don't
mouth.
think
And
the
Archer-
International Space Station is up to the job.
Archer chased down a completely assimilated Borg crew and had a space battle with ancient Borg. It's great. That's Brennan Braga for you.
That
Brennan Braga and Wood
implies
Burnham.
that the Borg are actually from the Alpha Quadrant and we're just a bunch of dickheads fucking around with cyber technology.
they were just frozen there for a while. It's fine.
Yeah, they've adapted.
Hey, wait, if them adapting is based on time, then shouldn't you just shoot them all at once as fast as you possibly can?
Well, Worf is only one man. Well, throw away the gun. You can at least use that as a clubbing device.
No, it's fine. He has a sword, remember? He has a
No,
dumb
he
Really
Klingon
doesn't have a
doesn't.
sword, he has a
He
knife.
doesn't have a fucking sword.
He has
or
a tiny
knife.
little bitch knife for
No, he
Klingons.
doesn't.
He does. He's gonna pull it out in a second.
No, he does in other.
He
scenes.
has a
He doesn't have
Kopesh.
one in this.
He has it
one.
right now, Matt. You're gonna
He's
look
not
and he's
gonna
gonna
lose-
have
he's
it.
not gonna use
He's gonna
it.
cut a Borg's arm off with it.
He's gonna pull out a barrel and you're gonna laugh. Don't
Wasn't
shoot
that
the
the-
You
deflector
just
dish.
shot the
You
ship.
Don't
told
shoot
us
the
not to
deflector
shoot
dish.
that fucking thing.
I'll shoot the deflector
Stupid
dish.
idiot.
Here it comes. Here comes Klingon Kopesh or whatever it
Where's
is.
the stupid
Oh, he's
knife?
gonna
I
do
don't
kung
see
fu
shit.
to him.
Oh, he's
never
look,
mind.
There's his
Oh,
fucking
there's a
knife.
little
I
knife.
told
I
you.
didn't know about-
Look, he cuts the arm off.
Oh no, it's so effective.
Oh no, my
I
thing.
can't adapt to
Oh
it.
God.
It's just a dumb thing.
I remember all that stupid anti-gravity CG blood that float around all over the place in Star Trek 6, The Undiscovered Country.
Oh man.
I hate that shit.
Oh, the
it's,
Yeah.
fucking
it's a
pink
bunch of
shit.
fucking bunch of jelly just flying through
The
all
fucking delicious
smacking
shit.
everyone in the face.
The undiscovered blood.
Oh, look, Ensign Billy's gonna fucking eat it.
I hate this Borg vision. Get out of my face.
Why would their vision suck?
Wouldn't it be the
I
best
hope you don't
vision
watch
ever?
Alien Covenant because they have a new alien vision that'll fucking make you throw up.
Oh no,
Why
M.
would
Bison.
the Borg fucking do a fucking
What are they?
backbreaker on him?
What are they even doing with him? He just carried him away.
Yeah, no, it looks like he's gonna do a fucking
No, he's gotta
backbreaker or like a
see-
muscle buster or some shit.
He
gotta
just got
sell
carried off
it.
screen.
Sell it.
Took him back to the
point of-
fucking Borg sex caves.
If Bison doesn't sell this fucking muscle breaker, then it's the all's for
Oh
naught.
man, we're coming up on the fucking the singular moment that all the Star Trek movies fucking died and became action schlock. We're coming up on it.
Yeah, it's very soon.
Oh, it's my favorite part. We all gotta be real
Oh,
good
you
about it
fool. Oh, how'd you
can-
know?
You can blame
'Cause he-
Jonathan Frakes partly for
because
that.
he knows everything about the ship.
I think we want all Star Trek. The fans want all Star Trek movies to be action movies.
Action movies.
No,
yeah.
you idiot.
This is the fakest looking fucking
No,
shitty
you
set
idiot,
ever.
no.
Look at this. Look at this fucking shot of him flying. Look how fucking shit that looks.
By all rights, Picard should have just flown harmlessly into space and burned in the atmosphere.
Yeah, well, fuck it. He's bald. He can't do that.
No, he's the bald captain.
I'm the fucking greatest.
What do those
ever.
buttons do?
They turn on the gravity or
They
not?
turn on his
All
gravity
those fucking
booties.
Christmas lights. What do all the other ones do?
If it's
Whatever
on
makes
or
his
off,
boots go
how
good.
come there are 5?
And all the Borg are just like they don't want to stop this though. They're too slow and stupid.
No, because they're zombies. They're Frankenstein-like zombies.
Zombies. They're part of the new
The Borg's
dark
like, what?
universe. They're part of the
Yeah.
new dark universe. I like the one Borg
Oh my
that's hanging
god, that
on.
looked dumb. That looks
Yeah,
dumb,
he's
man.
trying his best, to be fair.
That's the brave Borg.
Oh no, they fucking finished the stupid thing they're making.
Oh no!
Don't
it turns
worry.
out he's back.
Bison will do something.
He turns slowly because he's
What?
menacing
That was
now.
so fast.
He got assimilate. How do they do it through his suit?
Shut up.
Cold cocked.
Shouldn't like even if he's assimilated, all of his organic components should be like gone now because
No, shut your face.
if they went through his suit, that's so stupid. Worf,
No,
you're
you're the
an
worst.
idiot.
Shut up. You don't know.
So here it is. Everybody.
No, it takes a bit.
Oh yeah.
It has to
'cause he's
spin
gotta-
off into space for a while.
He's
They
got to
have
shoot the bottom part.
Yeah, don't shoot the deflector though.
That thing will fucking explode and kill the whole ship, which is kind of what you should do, honestly.
It's charged with antiprotons. So if it's charged with antiprotons,
Antiprotons.
shouldn't any proton, all the things that are the most one of the most common things in the universe, and the building blocks of everything?
Maybe.
Shouldn't that make the starship explode at all times?
It's coming up. It's coming up.
Yeah.
Dude.
Literally, no one could hear it.
Well, Picard was there, and he was like, "That was a cool line, Worf. I'm gonna tell everybody."
I could have written in my Stardate 256.5.
Today, Worf did a cool thing, and I didn't tell him no.
That's what I'm going to think about later whenever I call you a coward.
Oh, he does that a lot in the future. It's bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, when Worf says something, I tell him
I'll
no.
fucking say a lot of stupid shit about Worf, but a coward is not one of the things that he is.
Take off that hat.
No, he's suicidal, if anything.
It's a fucking crazy badass.
There's one point in DS9 whenever the Dominion soldiers are making him fight to the death over and over and over again, and he's just
like, "I got
fucking loves
this."
it.
He's like, "I got this. This is the best I've ever been."
There's like 2 episodes of it, and he's just roaring at the top of his lungs every time because he loves it so much.
I like
Worf
how
is a
Jonathan
born
Frakes,
murder
even though
machine.
you directed this, like didn't really put like Riker does nothing in this movie.
He helps out on the planet a little bit, but
But he does nothing.
he resisted the urge to Riker it up.
Well,
Yeah, which
he's
is
building
nice.
up for Nemesis.
Yeah.
Whenever
Yeah, there
Troy,
he
Or he fucking fights the space
that
monster
sex
in a
monster.
fucking
Yes.
hallway.
yeah, he has to fight the space monster after Marina Sirtis gets mind raped by a goblin.
I fucking forgot about that.
I
with the
forgot that
goblin.
it was a weird goblin thing.
There's a lot of space goblins in that movie.
You
Oh, this is where he... Okay. So fucking
Ranger.
So fucking Riker gives fucking Jordi so much shit for telling him, "Hey, you to tell fucking Cochrane about the future, you stupid cunt," right?
Yeah.
And then he fucking responds to Cochrane being a cunt with a fucking speech by Cochrane from the future.
Yeah.
What an asshole.
Okay, how come history doesn't record the 2 other people that were with him in the ship?
No, shut up. They fucking died. They died somewhere, I guess.
Were there originally 2 people that really were there, and they're just impersonating them? And
Oh,
they're just gonna
totally.
Say later?
100%, man.
I mean, their chairs are there, so obviously it was intended.
The people, like, this is why this fucking plot makes no sense. Like, these are the most important people ever, not just Cochrane, right? The other 2 people that are supposed to be, like, oh,
His co-pilots.
go back in fucking time and kill Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong and see, oh no, but the moon landing still happened. I guess time travel.
It turned
didn't
out
fuck
Buzz
anything up at all.
Aldrin, Buzz
Like-
Aldrin was actually Jonathan Frakes the whole time, and no one just looked.
Yeah,
looked
no,
close.
yeah, that's why he gets mad and punches people who say the moon landing was fake.
That's
Because he's
amazing.
too drunk and he misses his wife.
If the moon landing was real, how come there's fucking wind on the flag?
I'm getting ready to throw down. That's what's gonna happen in here. Look
Star
at that
Trek is
fucking
stupid.
evil green shit.
I just came from the evil green
Okay.
basement.
This is when Picard officially loses it and becomes like a crazy Ahab
crazy
character.
asshole.
Here comes Larry 2.0.
Yeah, he
Wait,
becomes
is that movie
Captain Ahab
Picard?
Larry.
Movie show Picard. We'll call him Larry.
I like how they really, really want to blow up the ship really badly. And it's the first time they've ever had the ship in a fucking movie. They're not going to blow it up. This has
No,
no
why not?
tension at all.
No.
I do like how incredibly crazy he does get. It is not fitting
Yeah.
for his character at all.
But
It's
you're just
completely out of
destroying the
character for
ship.
him.
You're not giving up.
In fact,
just
you
the
destroying the
ship.
ship is you winning. It's all be blown
It's
up.
just the ship. You can get another one made at the space dock.
This is like the 5th one anyway. 4th, whatever.
If it was the first one, maybe I can understand you have some sort of sentimental attachment to it.
Oh,
but you
here's where he
do
calls
not.
him a huge coward.
That's
If you
awful.
were any other man. He says this shit a lot, but they never do anything.
So, like, my favorite version of this is in All Good Things, where Picard does it there, and he's like, "Fuck you, Picard! You always do this bullshit to me," and you're like,
That is-
you
I love
fucking
that.
know how to fuck with my honor bullshit, and I hate it." And then Picard's like, "Yeah, because it always works, dumbass."
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on the thing. He actually, I remember, Worf throws a fit and bangs his hands on his desk and sweeps all the shit off of his desk because he's just like a shitty governor. Says, "Damn you! You always play with my honor. You know how just to manipulate me." And Picard turns and goes, "Ha," in his dumb old man thing. "Ha, ha, because it always works, Worf." "Argh, you know it." And so he did the thing.
Know it.
So Larry doesn't like what future Black Lady is telling him.
You mean past Black Lady?
No, she's from the future
She's
now.
future.
She's from our future.
She's from the future because she got in the plot dump room.
Yeah, I guess. So now he's gonna tell her.
So this is whenever they start trying to spring the Ahab parallels.
Yeah.
In the final few minutes of the film.
I'm fucking deep into the movie.
There's like 20 minutes left.
Yeah, okay, we're fucking 80%, 75% through the fucking movie, and now we're gonna say that the captain's crazy.
He does get pretty crazy.
Nothing ever done before was crazy.
There's really no lead up to it either.
His speech is actually pretty good. Like the second part, what he's about to go into now, I really like it.
Stupid that it's based on nothing.
Yeah, no, like it's like in a vacuum. I really like it because I like when he's like, "I'm so sick and fucking tired of just pussyfooting around the board."
For it to be based on nothing, it's pretty good.
Can I point out that he had the opportunity to completely annihilate the Borg once and for all before this happened?
Yes, he did.
But that was TV show Picard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was also a big coward way of doing it with like a virus. Now he gets to fucking hit them with sticks and guns, which makes him feel like a big man.
Yeah, I'd feel like a huge man if I got to kill an entire evil race with a virus.
So, like, what this scene is supposed to imply is that before, the only reason he didn't infect Hugh with the fucking murder virus is because he needed to get off on physically murdering the Borg. He needed to beat them to death with guns and sticks and rocks.
With their own limbs. Just fucking Quan Chi them to death.
The only way to sate his revenge.
Picard can't get off on Borg genocide unless it's a Mortal Kombat fatality.
So here's something awesome. So he just smashes the glass. Just the glass. Yeah. And now all the ships are fucking busted. And she picks up the ship and it's like broken in half even though it didn't even get touched.
You haven't.
Actually, you've never fallen back. You've only encountered like 2 ships.
So this speech is written for the 2 extra seasons of TNG that we never saw, were never written, and don't exist, in which the Borg had a huge war with the Federation and invaded tons of planets.
Yeah.
Because here's the fact: the Borg ate 2 planets ever.
Yeah, they attacked some outposts like on the very
and they fucking
fringes.
scooped them out of the Earth. I remember.
But like the crystalline entity fucking like destroyed a zillion worlds,
and it eats people.
And then he says, no, the Borg have to pay for what they've done.
But the crystalline entity, it's a new form of life. Maybe we can talk to it.
Yeah,
that whenever the Borg,
it's so beautiful. The crystalline entity. Oh, it makes a little chirping noise whenever we talk to it. We need to preserve this.
It's killed like billions of people, man.
And it made an alliance with Data's evil brother Lore
and
to genocide
knew that
humanity.
He was evil. It knew
specifically.
And the moment that it sensed that Lore had been defeated, it just leaves.
Oh, there's no time.
I like how it chopped the head off the poor Ambassador class ship.
The collector's editions of all these Starfleet ships in the back that are worth billions of credits.
Listen, we don't have wealth, which is why I can have solid gold versions of my little ships in my office.
He breaks them
no
for
wealth
fun.
in this society.
This is the conference room, but sure.
Whatever. Gold is still rare.
Yeah. Well, no, gold is, but the color gold is not rare.
Okay, so if there's like an ancient artifact that someone finds and everyone wants it, how do they decide who gets it if there's no money?
No, think about it. Remember, Picard goes on his fucking Indy Jones adventures on the fucking sex planet?
Yeah, his Curl and Escar adventure.
Yeah,
so for the fucking item, like the fucking lady he's with, she's going to sell it to the fucking Ferengi.
Yeah, she sells it to them.
But let's say she didn't sell it. Let's say she didn't sell it. Who the fuck was Picard going to give it to? The Federation authorities?
Yeah.
The Rysons?
No, you give it to the Federation authorities.
No, everything goes to the Daystrom Institute, so they can put it on display.
Daystrom Institute.
Look, here's a thing that I found. We didn't sell it. Aren't we great?
Look, I found out that every race in the universe is actually descended from a proto-race of space travelers.
I didn't sell it.
I didn't sell that information.
I don't know what they would pay me with. And congrats.
I already have a weird sex holographic gymnasium in here.
No one talks about that. How the holodecks are. No one goes in there to do fucking Shakespeare. They're just in there fucking.
Some people.
Well, Picard
Fucking, what's her name? Janeway does, actually.
Yeah,
and
she fell in love with,
She's the lamest shit ever. I'm gonna go to some fucking backwards Irish village and
she
shit
edited
in a
the
pot.
guy. She edited him
Picard
to have a
would do
bigger
that.
dick.
Picard does that with Data when he just like works on Data's like emotes on how he fucking says all the Shakespeare lines. But it's just Barclay's the only one that I've ever seen that has sex ventures in the holodeck.
Well, Worf does, because remember, violence is sex ventures to him.
Well, that's true. Okay, if you're gonna have a sex adventure in a holodeck, would you really make Marina Sirtis? Wouldn't you make like your perfect idyllic creature? No, you wouldn't.
She is a perfect idyllic creature.
No, there are plenty of movies for that already.
Yeah,
she has her own sex adventures.
Idyllic creature.
The idea that Barclay still gets to keep his job after they catch him fucking all of the officers in the holodeck
multiple
is so
times.
Fucking absurd. It might be the stupidest thing in Star Trek.
No, do you know why he was able to keep his?
Yeah, why is that? Because it's his way of coping with anxiety.
No, because
is to fuck his
after
therapist.
That is that episode where he becomes super smart.
Yeah,
and then they're like, okay, maybe he can be useful after all.
That doesn't matter. That's not how fucking Starfleet works.
No, we're going to fire him. We're going to drop him off at the nearest moon base. But he fucking got really smart, so we don't know.
It's the only fucking person on the whole Enterprise that doesn't do his job, shows up late to his work, and fucks the VR versions of his fucking bosses.
To be fair,
Matt, if back at fucking Eidos, they fucking found Photoshop naked pictures of your boss in your
no,
desk.
it's the future. They don't have money.
Jizz.
They're enlightened.
So fucking fired.
You don't know.
They're enlightened and they listen to Mozart all the time.
Yeah,
that makes it okay.
Plus,
now,
they think they should keep Barclay around because he turned into that weird spider lord.
By the way,
sex monsters.
How come he turns into a spider?
Because Brennan Braga wrote it that way. The episode you love so much, Brennan Braga is the one that wrote that shit.
So like
Spider Lord.
Fucking Riker turns into a fucking monkey.
Hey.
That's fine. I can live with that.
Wait, didn't I say one time in like a tweet, isn't it weird that everyone on the Enterprise turned into a weird monster except for Riker?
Yeah.
No, remember Picard was going to turn into a lemur.
Yeah.
Data was like, Picard, you're going to turn into a weird monkey.
How come
like
they?
Or
what are they? Different kinds of humans? The fuck is that?
No, I think it's just for visual variety. They're like, well, we can't have them all turn into like a caveman because that's boring.
My favorite thing is how some of them turn into things that evolved after humans did, or they evolved alongside them. It doesn't make any sense.
Don't worry about that.
I would loved it if you know that scene or two of Riker where he's kind of stupid, but he hasn't really fully de-evolved into a sex caveman or whatever.
Yeah. So like seasons 3 through 5, yeah?
Yeah. If they stopped all of it, like at that level, where Riker's just kind of stupid and really unfocused, and they just left it at that for the rest of the season. Because there's only 3 more episodes or something after that one.
It's true.
That would have been awesome.
So at during All Good Things, whenever they're all playing poker, he's just looking at the cards and he can't remember what he was doing.
Yeah, he just slaps a card down and says Jenga.
And then he bites Troy on the neck and drags her under the water.
Bites everyone in the room.
Well, he does that already on set.
Yeah, he does.
I just love the idea that on the holodeck, after everyone's done with their sex adventures, where they walk in on one another just plowing each other. Because I don't know. Then they turn off the holodeck, and all like the jizz that's inside all the holograms just falls on the ground.
The floor. Bam.
Splat.
Bam.
Do they have like a little like robot that comes up with like a dustpan?
No, because it's it holographically fucking incinerates it.
Is that where the phasers come in? Where all the phasers come out of the wall?
Yeah.
The cum phasers that just blow it all up?
The cum cleanup phasers.
Or do they beam it into space? Like, is there like a little effect where it like beams the sperm?
Vacuum suck in the floor.
Into deep space?
It sucks it into a fucking tube and it recycles it.
Do they put
For
it inside
energy
a?
or whatever.
Do they put the cum in like a little bitty torpedo, like they do the
no,
bodies?
there's a tube that goes to hydroponics and it just sprays it on the weird alien plants.
No, they
if a
recycle
Ferengi
it.
ship comes up and they just want to have like LP funsies with it, they can just shoot the cum torpedo at it, and then Ferengis will be like, "Oh no!"
They beam the cum rocket onto the Klingon bridge, and it just explodes everywhere.
Oh, this
torpedo has no honor.
Glop.
Courtesy of Barclay, fuckers.
Courtesy of Spider Lord Barclay.
There's so much of it. Why is there so much cum?
By Kalis, I never thought I would see this.
Oh, it got in my head ridges.
This must be a ploy by Gowron. Oh,
I said it before.
Gowron, don't talk to me about fucking
Gowron.
Gowron.
Gowron's the shit.
Gowron's
Shut up.
great. His eyes are amazing.
I fucking love Gowron.
Alexander, don't look.
I said it before.
I'm the worst character now that Wesley's gone.
He is.
Yes, seriously.
But
The spirit of Wesley went straight into fucking Alexander.
Wouldn't you think that Klingons would be obsessed with ancient human anime?
Yes, absolutely.
They would be
100%.
obsessed with shonen anime.
Oh man.
No, that's good stuff.
Oh, that's super good.
Sasuke has no honor.
Why are you fucking calling me Lakutis? You know I'm not. That dumb CG spike in my eyeball didn't mean anything.
What is Picard's plan here? What is he here to do?
So his plan was to walk in, get Data, and then leave.
Was he just going to pick Data up and walk out with his
Yes.
1 million
You would
ton
hope.
body?
You would hope.
Even though it's been established that Data literally weighs like 2 tons, like he's
Yeah.
insanely heavy. Like, nah, fuck it.
Maybe he could have just talked to the... He didn't know the Borg Queen was even in here. Like, he's never seen this thing before. He should be really freaked out. They're like, oh, wait, yeah, I remember you now.
I have problems with the line of "you think in such three-dimensional terms."
I fucking hate... It's such a fucking cop-out.
It makes no sense.
Oh, I've always been here. You just didn't know it. But that's not
No,
possible.
that's not. No,
It's literally her saying, no, shut up. That's
No,
all
what
it
it
is.
actually is that her physical body doesn't matter. They can just transfer her to a new one,
And
whatever.
with the-
And you associating body, mind, blah 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 is so stupid and pitiful. But the line is stupid. The line is super dumb.
It's it's really pretentious.
Because also humans don't think in 3-dimensional terms. They think in 4-dimensional terms because we think of time.
Borg Queen, you're an idiot. You're so slimy and ugly. Your name is Larry, and you're like a fucking xenomorph egghead. I hate you.
Yeah.
I hate her. She's awful. She's like the progenitor of everything that's wrong with Star Trek now.
Yeah, pretty much.
And she put on lipstick. She put on lipstick.
No.
Fuck
it's-
you.
No, that's
got rosy
just how her
lips.
weird face
No.
looks.
Yeah. No.
Fuck her. She's got like lizard skin. She's got like hexes on the back of her fucking
She doesn't
onion
have
head
eyebrows. so
Oh,
she
look how
doesn't-
cool she is.
with her
She's
stupid
gonna,
neck.
She's gonna be a pre-order costume for fucking,
Bridge Commander.
for fucking Shadow of War Mordor.
Shadow of Mordor.
I remember how you made out with my robots.
Ranger.
I remember that cum bomb, Ranger.
I remember how you beamed your cum bomb full of spider jizz onto my bridge, Ranger.
Now I just got a Photoshop of like Talion's head on O'Brien in the Transformer
Yeah.
and Barkley and Picard are wheeling in a fucking spider cum torpedo into the fucking transporter bay.
And then Admiral Nechayev is like, "Oh, this is so against protocol."
So I have a sneaking suspicion that this entire Data plot line is because
He's beep
Brent
booping so
Spiner
fast.
was
Yeah.
I'm not gonna wear my fucking makeup the whole fucking movie. I just want a piece of my face.
No, fuck you. Because you did 1 million episodes in it. Are you really gonna be pissed off about like maybe what 45 minutes of screen time?
Actors. Man.
Okay. He walks up to the Data. Data is programming it to murder. Couldn't Picard just reach over and just turn it off right now?
He
He's
doesn't
standing
know all
right
the
next
commands.
He doesn't know all the commands. He can do it super
He
fast.
only
Oh,
knows the
no.
command to bring up the HSF Pinafore like fucking thing.
Why do you remember the name of that stupid play?
Okay, so Data's plan is to turn on him, right? What if that, because a regular drone and a new drone grab
Yeah,
Picard, right?
yeah.
What if the regular drone just put the fucking tubes into Picard's neck like right away and just turned him into a fucking robot zombie immediately?
No, because I assumed the Queen
haven't
gave them orders to not do that yet.
I have a better question than all the ones you could conceivably raise.
Yeah, okay, what's your better question?
Okay, the Borg are like machine people, right?
That's right.
So they're integrated with the shit that they're already using. So shouldn't
That's
they
correct.
immediately be aware, oh, he put in the wrong thing?
Oh, totally. Immediately.
They should know it immediately.
Her especially. She was able to feel the deflector dish fall off the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Like physically.
It's
So
fine, though. No.
How come she didn't get tricked?
They're all sitting around
What?
scratching their thick monkey skulls because they don't know how to fire a goddamn torpedo in this space. Shouldn't they even, since their computers, be able to look at the way it's firing through space and visually go, oh, that's the wrong trajectory?
Why did they need to take off Picard's suit a little bit to show like him in a little tank top? And just
Why
show
would
his
the
muscles?
Borg do this in this weird dramatic way?
Well,
To
I
fuck
guess
with Picard?
since the Queen is there, they need a bit of dramatic flair.
Look,
They've
we're
shown
gonna
that
do
she's obsessed with sex with robots too, so I guess it's fine.
Hey, wait, what's going to happen here is that the torpedo's going to miss, right?
Which one?
The torpedo they shoot.
Oh,
So
that
where do those
one.
torpedoes go exactly?
Yeah, like, doesn't that mean there's a fucking, like, 400-year-old advanced fucking quantum torpedo just floating around the fucking Alpha Quadrant?
Yeah, maybe.
You ever think
Isn't
about
that
that,
gonna cause
Data?
a problem?
Maybe you shouldn't launch future technology in the space in Earth's orbit to where quantum torpedoes can orbit Earth the next 100 years.
Forever.
Yeah, you want to be careful of those jizz-pedos.
Shouldn't the super smart Borg Queen be able to tell just from the trajectory of that
That
angle
it won't
that
hit?
it's not going to hit?
Yeah.
Shouldn't the Vulcans that are nearby be like,
Wasn't
oh, someone's
even
firing
close.
weird future weapons filled with fucking spider cum into
Okay.
the fucking space near Sol?
Okay, so that's the flesh-melting gas.
Right.
Hey, how
And
come the Borg that was guarding Picard stopped guarding Picard so he could
oh
get
my
away?
god.
Look, he stopped guarding. Look, he stopped guarding him.
Oh my god.
How come he stopped?
Oh no, the tubes,
Tubes.
on board the Enterprise are alive
They
now.
came to help him.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
I don't remember
no, I
this.
don't know. I think that's like the fire suppression or something.
I don't. They made like
but-
snake hissing noises whenever they
Oh,
came
that
at him.
gas looks great. It looks like a PlayStation 1 game on 50% of the screen.
Hey, I have questions. If the ship is shaking a little bit, doesn't that mean the inertial dampeners don't work that great? And if they're bending space at warp speed,
But
doesn't that mean they
it's-
should all be
what-
fucking
But it's
pizzas?
a shitty Phoenix ship, so you don't know how it works exactly.
What is his plan to sell this thing once he tests it? Like, who's gonna buy this thing?
He's
and
like,
the-
oh, I just want to do it because I'm a genius.
Isn't the planet destroyed? How's he gonna make money to get his island full of naked women like he was talking about?
Wouldn't this just yank Picard down like instantaneously and kill him?
Especially
Yeah,
since we've
Data is a
ascertained
billion
that they
pounds.
weigh like 5 million pounds.
Oh no, the Borg Queen, she's melting in 3 dimensions. Idiot.
She never thought there'd be so many dimensions.
So now we're at a point where killing the Borg Queen just instantly kills all the Borg for some reason.
Because she controls them all.
They died of lonely hearts.
Wouldn't they just instantly form a new
That's the
queen?
best. They died of lonely hearts.
Okay, how come they didn't send a message back to the other Borg in that time period? Be like, hey, Earth is over here, let's go fuck it up.
Because they assumed they'd win easily.
We're sending you zip files of all our future technology. Use these to fuck up humans.
Yeah, no, don't you?
Despite being super advanced, the Borg are not very smart.
You gotta use 7-zip though. Don't use the other thing,
We're launching a torpedo filled with zip drive disks. Please use them.
please, for the love of Christ.
Honestly, it's like one of the like once you get to this point, like this scene in particular, the question is like, why do Borg even have organic components at all?
I had no idea.
There is no reason why they should have any organic
because they
components.
thought we would have a great scene with a flesh melting gas.
And it's funny that
But they're
whenever you
clearly, like, 99% of that Borg Queen is not organic. It's all mechanical,
God,
right?
Patrick Stewart is better shape back then than I've ever been
Yeah,
in my
totally,
life.
yeah.
Fuck me.
That's true.
he looks like a fucking chimpanzee. He's so fucking ripped.
Yeah, kind of.
What is up with you in the primate hatred? Plague, you hate them.
I hate this.
See,
queen
look, she's
more
still
than all.
alive. Like, what the fuck?
He should have.
It just
It's a
melted
shame
her
that he doesn't
face.
have the butt of his fucking gun. How come her skull is so tiny?
No, it's a big skull. What are you talking about? Look at it.
Look at it.
Look at this
Oh, half
Terminator.
of it's
The
cut
place
off.
where the eyes should be are too small.
Look at this Terminator.
Now we all can agree that's the worst.
He should have just picked it up by like the spine and just started like whipping it around like an angry
So
monkey.
apparently the Borg Queen's advanced skull is made out of fucking aluminum or something because this old man can just snap it in two in like a
No,
second.
it's fine. We've already established that they're
Please
vulnerable
enjoy
to
my
bullets.
Christmas lighting, sir. Red
Data,
and
you're
green
so
are
festive.
red and green are the fucking colors
Where's
that my
his eye?
creator picked.
How come he doesn't have an eye?
His eye isn't organic. Why
Where
would
is
it?
his eye?
Then why even have
Does he have
socket?
a holographic eye over his
No,
real
his
eye?
eye is super synthetic.
Why would that not be there?
Well, because
Answer me, Star Trek.
The Borgs replaced it with a real eye, and the real eye melted away.
yeah, due to the flesh melting.
But there's
fart
no
thing.
place for the real eye. It's almost like there's.
Shut up.
It's almost like there's
It's almost
shit
like his
over where
eyelid
his-
is painted gray.
It's
And they
almost
would
like
have
there's
put
some.
a weird fucking stupid light bright on it, but they couldn't.
It's almost like he's wearing a bunch of stupid prosthetic shit that was made by a bad designer back in 1995. By some sort of idiot.
What year is this? Like 98.
So this is a weird shot because you see Picard kind of wearing regular clothes, but then that points out more starkly that fucking Data's just wearing pajamas.
Yeah.
They're all wearing pajamas. They're idiots.
So we saved all these fucking space hobos.
And then the Vulcans come down. It's like, oh, it's a society filled with shit, piss, drunks, and fighters,
Okay,
and
this is
a bunch
the
of pieces of
perfect
fucking
chance.
shit.
This
and
is the
now,
perfect
Yeah.
chance.
And they're they made warp technology. I guess we better
That's
fucking
important.
rise their society up.
Let me
Wait,
point
yeah,
out how hypocritical the Federation is. We shouldn't give our technology to any primitive society, but humans are only advanced because the Vulcans gave them all of their technology.
That's why they put the loophole in that warp technology is the technology.
But
that
it turned out real
Yeah.
good for humans. Now the humans are gods of the Alpha Quadrant. By the way, Earth
if
is
your
technically
society
the Beta
can
Quadrant.
create warp technology, you're
That's
far
when they
enough
know
along.
you're okay.
Oh, that's good enough. Even though they've met many societies that have warp drive, and they're like, these people are fucking stupid.
Well, no. What is actually really horrible is that they decide. Like, I don't really follow your logic on that. But
That's
hold
not
on.
impeccable enough
The-
for you.
The core point of it isn't that they pick and choose. The point of it is that they decided that the best thing to ever happen to their society, that's the point that you should judge all other societies by.
Yeah.
Like, well, warp technology's why we got the stuff, so that means everybody else,
That's
they
the
couldn't, no one could handle it as good as us, and warp technology's when we got it.
Okay, so
That's
how
the
come
bar.
now that they're going back in time and they have the chance to actually look at it objectively, we shouldn't interfere with the society? Isn't
No.
that what it is?
They should have left like an hour ago.
Well, no, because the Borg interfered with society, so they got to interfere with the society, so the society's not interfered with.
All right. Okay, we need to
And I
run double
can't
interference
believe
on the board.
That the second you have a functioning warp drive, someone shows up like within.
Well, no,
like,
they
30
mentioned
minutes.
that they mentioned
They
that
just
it's
so
like
happen to be
it's
there.
a
They're looking
happenstance,
at-
and that's why it has to happen at this date
Oh,
because there's a
right.
Vulcan ship passing through the area.
Even
Okay,
though the
fine,
Vulcans
fair
are like next door. It's fine. By the way, can I point out how stupid it was that the Enterprise at the beginning of the film was patrolling the neutral zone, which is like days or months away from actual Earth?
Crazy far out. It's super far.
And it is, unless that fight was going on for literal months, they could not have done that.
No.
I had my little hood covering my Vulcan ears, so you wouldn't know 100% if I was a Vulcan.
Like, he looks just like a human. Does he take off the hood? His ears are slightly pointed. I can't do it. My hand's stupid. It's from all the
It's
drinking.
so hard.
Didn't have decades of nerd practice to do this weird one.
Some civilizations deserve to be destroyed. You remember that episode where they're trying to save a star from this species, like it's about to blow up?
Yeah.
But they kill the one scientist that was able to solve the problem because he was
Yes, I
too
do
old.
remember this. Yes.
And they throw a big baby tantrum about, no, we want to kill him. He's 60 or whatever. It's not fair. We want to kill him. Let us kill our old man that will actually protect us from being extinct. And they couldn't do it. And he dies. And then their star goes supernova because they're so fucking stupid.
Yeah, it was great.
Star Trek is great.
Star Wars.
Remember how Enterprise aliens go back in time and become alien Nazis?
I did not watch Enterprise.
I watched
Good.
like one episode ever.
Gee, I wonder why people say Rick Berman and Brennan Braga ruined the fucking franchise. Maybe it's because they're shit writers and morons.
Yeah, you would have done a real good job, Play.
I would have loved to
Okay.
have seen his version
you
of
would have done a
it.
super good job.
Well, it wouldn't
With
have been
the
full of
cum
that shit.
torpedoes, I would have
Yeah,
loved to have seen the
dude.
Plague's cum
Yeah, you would have.
torpedo
You'd be
episode.
talking
we're gonna
about
get
it now.
that space creature pregnant with this cum torpedo.
We'd be on
Everybody on the
season 28
Enterprise
of that
fucking
shit.
pitched in.
I will point out that Brennan Braga, anytime that he writes anything in these fucking things, it is always the same thing of him being obsessed with, oh, it turned out it was all a dream. You know, that little chestnut in writing that you're told to never ever do. Where's your
How
eye?
did we not fix you?
Yeah, that chestnut.
You never do that. You never do it was all a dream. But like almost every one of his episodes is like that, where it resets. It turns out that they went back in time or whatever.
Man,
Like
I hate the fucking set of the movie ships.
I have massive problems with that final scene. Let's go into them. All right. 1. You guys are all pretty laid back considering 70% of your crew got fucking murdered.
Yeah.
2. If I was one of the crew that didn't get fucking murdered, I'd be pretty suspicious and pissed off that every single member of the senior staff got out no problem.
Not a scratch on most
I like how
of
the
them.
Vulcans never saw them because the moon protected them. It's fine. Even though
Yeah.
they flew, you could see them in the sky flying away,
Yeah,
and the
whatever.
Vulcan
Saw
ship
the
never
ship.
detects them.
Vulcans have legendarily bad eyesight. This is known.
Yeah.
Terrible hearing, too.
Vulcan's eyes and hearing just shot.
By the way, completely misplaced fun fact. I'll point out that at the very beginning of the film, the ship that... Remember the episode in TNG where, what's his face? Frazier, or whatever the hell his name is like a guy that got stuck in a time loop, cause and effect, where the ship keeps blowing up,
Yeah.
and he's in a Miranda-class ship. It's actually the exact same name of that ship at the beginning whenever they're talking about things that are being deployed against the Borg. So that dumb little ship from like 100 years ago was fighting the Borg.
Oh, that's cool.
Fair
That's
enough.
cute. I thought that was cute.
Oh, look, there's
Zephram
Neil McDonough.
Cochrane.
There he is.
There he is.
And Robert Picardo.
Lieutenant Hawk. That was his name. He sounds like a fucking wrestler.
Yeah.
Fuck this okay movie.
See, it's Nurse
It's
Ogawa.
great.
It's who I said it was.
Yeah, no, you said it was Keiko.
It's
Actually, you
never
said it was
Keiko.
Keicho.
No, I said it was Shigeru Miyamoto.
Yeah, and then you said it was
Yeah, you're right.
Keicho
That's
and
two different.
O'Brien.
That's two different characters.
Those are
You're
very
right,
different
right.
characters.
She's just a civilian on the ship. O'Brien's wife.
It's a
yeah?
good
Yeah,
thing
she's
O'Brien
Civvy and
wasn't on this
She
thing.
has-
a botanist.
She has no function, basically.
Well,
what
yeah,
you're
her
saying.
function is to freak Worf out with her fucking gaping vagina that shoots a baby out on that one episode.
Yeah,
That's pretty much what
baby
she does.
torpedo.
Remember
And
that
then
time?
DS9 when she's pregnant, fucking Worf leaves the fucking station for like 2 months because he's terrified of her.
Well, it's horrible.
That's
Remember
terrible.
that time in DS9 where their little baby grows up to be a wild, like
A
feral
animal?
child,
Yeah.
and she
And then-
gets back on the ship,
and
and,
then
she
the
just
solu-
starts attacking
And
people.
their solution is to just dump her back into the time portal.
Yeah, because she wants to go home, back to
Oh,
her
did you not
primate
see
village.
that one?
I don't think I know.
It's part
that
of the
one.
O'Brien Must Suffer series of episodes.
I love those episodes.
That is not a joke. The writing staff literally had a mandate to make a 1 episode a season of O'Brien Must Suffer.
I hate O'Brien. I'm glad. This
Well, no, because
exists.
O'Brien's like a fucking working man in the fucking Star Trek universe. He's
So
all
he-
he's white.
So
He's
he's not respected.
he's blue collar. He's not an officer.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
people
And he's
can
a
relate to him.
racist. He's a
Oh,
racist
he's a
in the
massive
future.
racist.
Oh yeah,
'Cause he hates the fucking spoonhead Kardashians.
Yeah, fucking
Yeah,
spoonheads.
he hates the Kardashians, and when the Kardashians are around, he doesn't say shit. But when they fucking walk out of the room, he's like, man, I'm fucking pissing that Kardashians replicator. No problem.
There's
And then
one time-
Also, when Keiko says, I'm going to prepare some traditional Japanese food, he's like,
Oh, he
fuck
hates
your
it.
fucking food. I want Irish food.
Give me some fucking potatoes, you dumb Irish piece of crap.
I just want a simple potato. That was my O'Brien. It's very good. You guys have
Keiko
fun
is
watching
terrible.
your movie?
I did.
The Plague, did you have fun? I can't tell ever.
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I think you secretly did.
think
I
you did
hate
that.
her. I hate the Borg Queen. She's awful. I wish I could launch a fucking
But
cum-filled
the
rocket
Borg
into
Queen
her
was
face.
in a movie that gave you the funsy jokes like cum torpedoes.
Oh yeah, that's worth it. That was
Isn't
worth
it
it.
right?
It was worth. Spider sperm torpedoes was worth
Fucking
the
industrial light and magic. Did
the complete
special effects
destruction
for
of the
this
entire
shit
Star
show?
Trek franchise.
God damn, those special effects are terrible.
Well, it's an old movie. They were good
No,
at the
but
time.
Jurassic Park was before this.
Yeah, but that was robots.
What was?
The dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs. They
There
had
was
robot
lots of
dinosaurs.
digital only shots
I
of
know,
them.
but
Oh.
they had a cool robot to work
Yeah,
with.
we
Here
can't
they
put
just had Data.
we can't put robots in our movie about robots.
I love Data. He's my favorite character.
Where in the world would you put a robot in this movie exclusively about a robot doing battle with other robots?
I don't know.
You're talking crazy
You know, you'd
talk
put
now.
him in the 1950s scene.
Did you know one of the original drafts of this movie had them actually going further back in time to the Renaissance? And
That'd have been
Picard-
awesome. That would have
and-
been fucking
That'd been
dope.
fine.
And Patrick Stewart said, fuck no, because he didn't want to wear tights and he thought it was stupid.
Oh, okay. Well,
That was one of
But
Brendan
Picard
Braga's other
would
initial
want to
drafts.
wear tights.
Yeah, Picard loves tights.
He hates them.
Picard loves to dance around with like the frilly bullshit and all that
I'm
fucking
just telling,
stupid crap.
Hey, I'm just telling you what he told me, okay?
Oh man, yeah, he told.
Because I hate all those Data episodes where it's like Data fucks this one lady for like a week. Data has a weird daughter that he created.
His
Data has
explode-
his birthday.
Oh, I never got to talk. You know how all the crew's like children are all awful. Let's go through
Yeah,
and name them all, shall we?
Oh, okay, we got Alexander, we got Wesley, we got the fucking Data's fucking stupid dead daughter.
And that's it.
We got
No,
Robert Picardo's fucking hologram daughter and family that
and
die.
then Picard also had that weird kid that he thought was his kid.
Yeah.
And then the Ferengi
Picard
one
also
as
had
well.
the dream sequence
And
children.
Riker had a fake holographic son that actually turned out to be a dumb gray alien that was in a triple illusion created by magic holograms on a planet where he thought he went forward in time by losing his memory because of the Romulans.
Oh, was that the one where he's hallucinating that he's in a play?
No, that's another one, which
that's
was also
another
written
one
by
that-
Brendan
Oh
Braga.
man, I forget that one. I
I know which one
raw
you mean.
forget that one. Like 100%.
Okay, so
A triple illusion
Yeah.
fake hologram magic son.
Yeah.
it's great. It's fantastic. Okay, so that's the movie. Thank you guys for listening to us ramble about Star Trek. It seems
Thank
like
you.
there's just enough content that we could probably get another 50 of these movies out if we really wanted
Maybe.
to.
Just 50 of them.
Yeah, just 50. Okay, thanks Matt and thanks Pat for coming along.
Hey,
No
you're quite welcome. This was a
problem.
lot of fun, man.
Yeah. Launch the torpedoes.
Yeah, you stick around just in time for
Hey,
Barclay
Barkley,
to launch
put your
another one.
spider tube in this
Your
one.
Spider Lord too.
Also, get one of those weird worm monsters from the teleporter.
He grabbed it, the teleport. He wrestled it to the ground. Star Trek is stupid. I love it.
Great. Star Trek's great, man.
It's the best.
Okay, thanks guys for coming out. See you guys
All
next
right.
time.
So, oh.